All right. I guess this is working. Waiting for the homies to get in here. This is lagging so much. I guess that's supposed to happen. Vibe with your tribe. First live. Sorry, you're gonna have to watch this beginning. I didn't think this out. I didn't think this out. I was just very antsy on whether this was gonna work or not. And it seems to be working. So y'all can just see me chilling, getting stuff ready. Let's see if I can share some things while we're waiting. Photos. Let's do. Oh, you know what we'll do? One of my recent videos. We'll do the worldwide civilization photos. Watch, they'll pop up right when I start to do this. But we'll look at some of the pictures that I didn't show on my uh on my live. I mean on my video. Derpy derp derp derpy D. If I can get this done, boom. And then let's just share this one side. Let's see if it pops up on the live screen. No? It's trying. No, still not doing it. Hmm. Okay. Well, let's try something else. Oh, I'm sharing the wrong screen is what's happening. Okay. This is off to a good start. Off to a good start. Um, okay, maybe this way. And then boom. And then application windows. Yes. This. Share. Let's see if that works. There we go. Yay. I'm a big boy. So here's like the Corinthian columns, right? We see all over America. You know, there's really something going on when there's buildings exactly like this. This is obviously New Orleans, which is a pretty much most of the old world stuff. I mean, not there's still a lot there, but I'm sure there was way more has been erased. Hong Kong, I think I showed this one actually. Look at this thing. Like, why is that in Hong Kong? Tareen, I believe that's China. Great Wall of China. Who knows? Who freaking knows? Giants, maybe? I showed y'all this one. I think I showed you that one too. All right, Sammy's running 4 minutes behind. Just texted me. Told him I got the live going. Come when you can. But I showed you this bank. I believe this was in China as well. Oh, we got somebody. Let me stop sharing. Yo,
What's up, bro?
what's up, man? I started the live like really early and then I was like, "Oh, wait, now I have to like entertain people." Because it starts, because it records it, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Not
right off the rip.
Yeah, not saying there's people here because there isn't, but like, yeah, I was like, oh, okay, well, this will just be me sitting here at the beginning, uh, fiddling around. What's up, bro? Missed
Not
you.
much. Too. I'm just trying to give me 2 seconds, Logan. I'm just trying to figure this out here.
You're good. Take your time. They already saw me trying to figure things out on the recording, so
Let me see if I can change my name on here. Rename. Here we go.
you're not iPhone?
Yeah, I'm on my iPhone tonight because I've just been traveling around, obviously,
Yeah.
and I'm staying with some friends in upstate right now. So, um, I'm hoping that the volume will be better on this. And then, like I said, I'm going to order that new laptop this week, and so I should have it.
Cool. Yeah, and you can also even get just a cheap, mic to hook up to the laptop if you want to, but a brand new laptop will be fine. That'll be plenty of mic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Was the
absolutely
other
need
one
one.
old? Like, was the other
Um,
laptop fairly old?
no, it's not fairly old. I mean, it's an HP, but it's nothing special.
Yeah.
And
It
I
doesn't
mean, it
need to
was
be
working.
really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I honestly, I'm just not the most computer savvy person at
I
all,
get it,
Logan.
dude. I get it. I get it. I really do. All of this stuff has just been self-taught of trial and error. Trial and error. Okay, Rob's on his way. All right, people, we're getting going. Well, I want to hear more about, your travels and how has it been going? I mean, we'll get into more details, but just how has it been going? Smoothly-ish, better than you thought it would? The whole house leaving and all that?
It's all been a whirlwind, bro. And I really don't have any idea what I'm doing right now, Logan, to be honest with you. So,
Well, there you go. That's what you're walking into. You knew it was coming. You knew it was
yeah,
coming. But
yeah,
life's gonna put you in the right spots. You already know it. I'm sure it
yeah.
was already happening in your life. But when you really just hit the road, it's just you and as your wife's with you, right? Like y'all are both driving around.
Wife? No
Oh, I
wife,
thought you had a
buddy.
wife. Okay. I thought somebody said wife on the last podcast, and I was like, wait, how did I not know that? But I
No,
guess they
no
talked about.
wife. No
Okay.
wife. Yeah, single, single. Been
Okay,
single for a
well,
while.
that's gonna be way more fun for you.
Yeah, right.
I'm jealous a little bit. Although being single does sound, you know, tiring to, but
Yeah, well,
it'll
it's
be
different
fun.
as a 35-year-old man who,
It's a little different.
is not that doesn't drink, doesn't do anything, you know what I mean? I
Yeah,
I play
bro.
guitar and I talk about, ancient civilizations with you guys on Sunday. So,
Yeah. Dude, yeah, you're gonna run into one of those girls that'll talk right back to you with it. I can guarantee it. And I mean, like you have a route, or you just kind of going, just flying by. I mean, from
flying
one
by the
place
seat
to
of
the
my
next.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So right now I've just been bouncing back and forth between Massachusetts and New York. And so I linked up with Rob like last week and we went to Fall River.
Yeah, I saw that.
Um, and we're definitely gonna go there. I'm gonna do a full live stream there. I usually like to
Cool.
go and like scout places out, and then I'll go back, again a
Yeah.
second time.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be linking up with Rob on Tuesday, and he even
Oh,
offered to let me stay at his house, so I might take him up on that.
yeah.
And I got a van. I've been working on that. So I've just been, like I said, bouncing back and forth, and things are a little wild, but
Hmm.
it'll all work itself out. It's also the winter time. It's also a huge change,
Yes,
like
dude.
first time in my
Yeah.
life I've ever been like this. So, oh,
There he
Batman
is.
Rob, he just showed up.
I'm Batman. Two ends, 25, baby.
What's up, folks?
What's
There
up,
he
man?
is.
How we doing?
Just just getting the oil on the tires, you know what I mean? We're just getting going,
I
just
actually don't. I have
chatting.
no idea what you mean with that.
Yeah.
To be
Well,
honest, with
you put oils on your tires,
Oh,
right?
yeah, all the time, all the time.
Yeah, I forgot the analogy there, so I just said tires. But anyway, it's been going super smooth at the beginning. I told Lance that started the live, and then I realized, oh well, this is gonna be a recording, so it's just me on there, and I'm like, I'm just
Just
like
chilling.
mumbling. Yeah, I'm
Yep, yep.
mumbling and trying to figure out how to get things going. And then I just started sharing photos, and on like the second photo, Lance came in. I was like, all right, well that
Nice.
was, you know, yeah, this is a great start. Great
Savior.
start. What's up? Looks cold up there, guys.
Oh, dude, winter wonderland up here right now.
Winter Wonderland. Yeah. What do y'all got? How many foots?
No, we got like 4 inches. This is kind of perfect.
Okay.
It's not too heavy. It's good snowball snow. You probably don't know what that is, but
No.
it's good snowball snow. It's not too wet. It's not too dry.
It's
Right in the middle.
snowing like wild right here, Rob.
Oh yeah,
And
are you in Vermont or where are you?
right on the border, back in my hometown, staying with some
Okay.
friends for the weekend. But it's a serious snowstorm. It's pretty dry stuff, but it's
Yeah,
rough on the road, and
yeah, it's
it-
slick.
it's slick. I just got back from my brother's house, and he lives on a dirt road way up in the mountain. So
Okay.
yeah, a little rough up there, but yeah, it's cold. It was so cold. I just left the store before this started, and my beard was starting to freeze. You know that it's cold when you walk out and
Yeah,
your
dude.
beard. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. It
Yep.
don't take no time before you got, frozen boogers on your lip.
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I know a little bit about it. It's only when I'm traveling to areas with snow, but I
Yeah,
can't I'll
you
never
guys never get snow down in Texas, really, right? No pots.
we have like over the past couple years, but it'll be a very tiny bit, maybe an inch or
Hmm.
something. But
Well, they got snow in Miami last year, didn't
yeah,
they?
I know. I know.
Right?
That's what happens when the government's, taking care of the weather for
Yeah, yeah.
you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's what cloud seeding will do for you.
that's
Yep.
for
Yeah, buddy.
sure. Well, shoot, the whole cloud seeding down here has been on full blast after the Camp Mystic, those girls that got taken away by the river. Do y'all remember that? And
I don't
this
think I
past
do.
year, oh, the river that rose like 6 inches, and it was something crazy, and it was in central Texas, and it went. The first thing the river hit was a girls' camp, little girls' camp, and took away
Oh,
tens and
dude, I think I
tens and
did.
tens.
Was there congressional hearings about this? Like, did they like
Probably.
testify in front of Congress and shit about? I forget
Yes,
what.
yes, yes. The cloud seeding people.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was a big, I don't know if it was that big, but they were on blast. Like they had people, there's a company in Texas. It's called
Yeah.
I think it's called just weather modification. I forget what it is,
It's
but
it's owned by a young kid. I think I saw a special on that, and they had cloud seeded that area like
yes.
2 days prior or something like
Yes.
that. And
Yeah.
it's a normally arid area and
Yeah.
just flooded like crazy due
Well,
to what they
yeah.
were doing. Yeah.
Well,
Well,
so it's rocky. So it's Central Texas, Austin area. It's the hill country. I mean, it's just all rock, so that water doesn't go anywhere. It
Yeah.
has
Yeah.
nowhere to go. So
Yeah.
you dump a bunch of water on there, whatever river and creek is getting it is going to be up high quick, like real
Yep.
quick.
Yep.
Um, so yeah, but
Yeah, that
6 inches a
seeding,
minute,
dude, the
I
cloud
think.
seeding stuff's out of control, man. Like
out of
I'm
control.
out in my front yard shaking my hand at the sky like every
Yeah,
day, like
dude.
an angry old man. Like, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? Who the fuck are you? You
Yeah.
know, like who
I
are
bet
these
you won't
people,
come
dude?
down here. Bet you won't come
Right?
down here.
Yeah. Like I
Yeah.
want to find out who the pilots are.
Well,
Like
I
Yeah.
who,
think it's
who
I think it's
Drone.
drones, dude. I think
you
a
think
lot of them are
so?
drones. Yeah, because I mean, the predators that they flew overseas in missions in Afghanistan, dude, they're
Mhm.
flying in out of Nevada, and they're giant. Like, you know what
Huge.
I'm
They
saying?
look like normal planes then.
They
Is
look
what
like
you're
normal
saying.
planes because
Yeah.
Sammy's got that P1000, and we can zoom in on the tail numbers,
Oh, okay.
and we can check it out. But I literally think that a lot of them are drones because you know about the pilots. If they were spraying it out there, there's going to be whistleblowers. You
Yeah,
don't
it
really
has to
see
be.
too many of them. And
And it's
This
anybody that wants
supposedly
to,
pilots.
illegal, right? Isn't
Yeah.
it
yeah,
illegal now, supposedly, according to Congress and like the
Some
well,
president or
states.
whatever?
in
Some
Florida, but
states.
what's wild and what most people don't realize is that they can Google, and almost every state has a policy on
Hmm.
cloud seeding.
Oh yeah.
Correct. Yep.
hmm
It's
Dude, Mass has one of the largest cloud seeding factories in the country, I guess, out in Western Mass. It's literally like a factory with a smokestack that just pumps out
But like,
clouds.
you can't
yeah.
even make this up, dude. And they
No,
want to make,
dude.
and
That's
they're trying to make a wood stoves illegal in New York. Wood,
what?
Insanity. They already did it to gas,
Why?
didn't they? They already did
yeah,
it to
they did it
What?
to
gas.
gas on new builds. You can only do
Yeah.
electric.
Why?
Yeah.
What? Oh my
Why do you
gosh,
think,
dude. It's
Logan?
so
Because
Yeah.
stupid.
they
I
don't want
know.
people being, self-sufficient. So
Self-sufficient. Yeah.
everybody
Independence.
burns wood
Independence
around
is a
here.
sin, man.
Hmm
Being
That's
able to be
crazy,
independent.
dude. That's so
hmm
stupid. That
Oh,
really
it's
makes me
wild.
giggle.
They're trying to
That's
do it. They're trying to do that in Mass now too. I think if they haven't already, they probably will. But
wow.
yeah,
Anti-bricklayer party.
yeah, man. Yep, for real.
So I just listened to a podcast. Do y'all know Alex Zach? Zach, he's out of Austin. It's a podcast called The Way Forward, and it was a lady that just got on there. Let me see. The Way Forward. And it was about weather modification. And that lady, she goes and follows the air. She's in California. Goes follows the airplane to the airport and confronts the pilots.
I love it.
So there still is pilots because you got to think about the small desolate, the desolate areas that they're still dumping
Yeah,
stuff
they can't
on,
all be drones. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
dude. And
Exactly.
this lady was giving it to them, but and at the end of it, they ended up just having a honest conversation. Like the guy, you could tell was just kind of throwing it back at her, didn't want to admit it at all.
Yeah, yeah.
But they must be getting a fat paycheck. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
I,
Dude,
I
right.
would love to know what they're getting. I mean,
if
because
there's anybody that should be doxxed, bro, it's those guys. I'm
100%.
sorry. Like, you know
hmm
what I mean? But I'm sorry. Like, you're literally spewing chemicals over everybody's family's heads. You know
yeah,
what I mean? With no qualms about it, knowing that it has negative health effects on everybody around.
Poison in the
No,
water, poison in the
yeah,
food,
man.
poison in the air.
It's so wild. Like the shit that we just like that's like every day it's just normal day occurrence, man. You know, you just
yeah,
go outside and you see
it
it
is.
them making the X's in the sky. They like to make the X. You notice that?
Yeah,
They like to do
yeah,
the cross pattern,
yeah.
like every single time. And
Houston's crazy with it. Yeah, we got it. And then we have all those, plants, chemical plants, whatever, any plant you can think of. And that, like you
hmm
were just saying, those smokestacks I mean, they're doing a big portion of it,
oh yeah, yeah. But
creating
I
clouds.
bet you like coal factories don't do half the damage
No,
as these
no.
these planes over our
No,
heads.
not at
You know what I
all.
mean? Like I don't know the
Not at
science
all.
behind it, but that would be my guess, dude. I mean, anything that comes from the earth that really doesn't seem to be that hazardous to us. What do you really think about it?
Yeah,
Like, like usually it's the stuff that we do to it that makes it hazardous.
Mom, look what the trees eat.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
What do
Yeah.
trees eat? You know what I mean? What are they? And then what do they release? Oxygen.
But wait, there's
Mhm.
there's too much CO2 in the air, guys. There's too much.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And
I saw a guy do the math on that. Like the amount of trees in Australia produces enough oxygen for like the entire earth. Like it like some ridiculous because there's so many
Hmm.
more trees now in Australia
Yeah.
than there used to be, or something like that.
Really
And yeah,
interesting.
like and because of there's been a lot of conservation efforts and
There he is.
whatnot, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I don't picture it. I don't picture any part of Australia having that much trees, but yeah, I guess other people planting them over time would
Well,
would
Yeah, I
make
don't.
several
it.
Yeah, it's not really considered a very a foresty area.
well
Yeah.
More
several
desert.
years ago they had that huge burn off there, remember?
Oh yeah. Yep.
And that like burnt up most of Australia.
I don't
But
Hmm.
remember
then
that. Well,
then you do have that rejuvenation though, and you have new growth that comes from that.
of
Yep.
course.
No, that's
Yeah,
true.
it happens all the time over here with farmers burning up their plots
Controlled
land.
fires, yeah.
You got
Well,
it.
I
What
think there might be like a couple like rainforests over there or
is
something
there?
that have been like they've basically like been saved and salvaged and they kind of been
Really?
reborn. I think I could be wrong, dude, but there was something about he was just using them as an example in his video about how like the number of trees in Australia based off the numbers and the math that we have produces like way more oxygen for the entire earth than we need, and like
That's
how
crazy.
like there was kind of like all a fallacy behind like the whole with the ozone shit and
Of course it is. Of
all
course
that
it
stuff,
is.
you know.
It's just look over here kind of stuff. What's up,
Uh-huh.
Sammy?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Oh,
It,
what's
it
up, brother?
There
it's
he
cold.
is.
It's cold with you too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
cold? Yeah. We've had some cold weather the past week or two now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's freezing here. It's 50, I think.
Oh wow, yeah, that's nothing. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yep,
got long sleeve on and
that's t-shirt
my
weather, dog.
bathing suit on.
I think it
My
was
bathing
20
suit.
outside, Logan, when I just walked in.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we're like 9 degrees or something up here.
It doesn't
Oh
feel
my
that cold here.
God.
I gotta check.
9 degrees.
It's
So,
12, but it feels like 2. But
Yeah, with a
last week
wind chill.
we had
No, I'm
negative
good.
10. That was cold.
I'm
it's
good.
20. It's 24 here. It feels like 13. It says.
Yeah. Once you get past like 0 degrees or 10, it all sucks. It's
You
just
know?
It all sucks.
Yeah, yeah,
0. Yeah.
yeah. The
yeah.
snow
Yeah.
makes it a little bit more bearable though. Like a nice light snow. I
Hey,
always
look, man,
enjoy,
I love the
It's
snow. I'm
beautiful.
here
especially
for it. I
early.
want it to snow. I
I
love it.
love it. I love snow too. Yeah, I wish it was colder here more
Dude,
often. We
I
got
was
way too much heat down here.
we were exploring. Me and Dragon Jedi went exploring today up in Forest Hills Cemetery in
Oh,
Boston,
cool.
and
Cool.
dude, it was like the snow just added so much more of an effect walking around that place. Like
Oh, yeah.
it's so cool. Like, it was
You
just
know what
so I don't
was
know. It's wild.
What's beautiful about a fresh snowstorm is you can see where wildlife has walked or moved. That's what I think is
Yeah.
cool.
Right.
Dude,
It
speaking of
is.
wildlife, on my way to the cemetery, two bald eagles chilling on the frozen lake right in front of the store that I stopped at. I got some cool footage of them because they literally live in the like right in the woods behind me, like behind my house.
America.
They're always
America.
Yeah, bud.
hunting. It's pretty fucking cool. They're like dragons, dude. They look like their wingspan must be 8 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're freaking
One of them.
huge. Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll see them a lot of times, like diving down and picking up a snake and flying off with you. Like,
Oh yeah.
where the hell did that come
Do
from?
you guys have bald eagles down there?
Yeah, we do.
You
We have
do?
hawks. We have hawks mostly. Yeah,
Okay.
I see more hawks than bald eagles. Yeah, but I
Yeah.
think they're in Texas. I believe so.
We didn't honestly didn't have them like they didn't weren't a thing in Massachusetts until probably in the last 10 years. Like you didn't start seeing them again.
Really?
Like oh yeah, they were up in northern Maine. Like you'd see them up there, but never down here. Now they're like all over the place, man. It's wild.
We got them all over the place in upstate here.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
so
Sammy-
cool.
Lance will bring you out to a 10 or 12-minute car ride, and he'll point out a few of them.
I bet.
Yeah, they
Well,
follow
he's the
Lance.
whisperer. Yeah, he's the whisperer.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
follow Lance.
Mm.
Word. What's going on, guys? Like what's new? What's new in y'all's life? Anybody? Lance, let's start with you because I know you got a lot of new stuff going on. I just like to talk about what's going on in each person's life. If you got anything, if you don't, that's cool. But yeah, like we did a little bit, we talked a little bit about it. And if you want to go ahead and kind of fill in people that don't know what you're doing, where you're heading, your journey.
Oh, well, that's a great question, Logan. But yeah, I sold my house and have been, bouncing back and forth between Massachusetts and New York. Batman and we met up like a week ago. We're meeting up this week. I'm pretty stoked for that.
Yeah.
I am too.
Super stoked. And we got to go back to Fall River, bro, and do a full
Soon.
live on Borden Block. Lizzie Borden, that whole thing. Like,
Dude.
that was wild in
Fall
itself.
River's crazy. Yes, that was so insane.
And
That whole
across the
area.
river, Rob, I went across the river. I ended up, dude, and there's, I also found this burial mound in these parks, dude, the other day. I almost lost my mind. I was on the phone with Chris Beal. I
Okay.
lost my mind.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, that's the
Yep.
perfect person to show that. Does he know?
Oh
Does he
yeah.
know the
Oh yeah.
area? Does he
We
know
used
that
to,
area?
No, but I was on the
Okay.
phone with him. I'm like, Chris, you won't believe. I said, I got to turn
Yes.
yeah.
around. I just
Yep.
drove through this park. It's 3 giant burial mounds right in this park, butted up to this cemetery.
That's
Like,
awesome.
Yep. Dude,
um,
I was talking about him today on our journey through Forest Hills because same deal. It's in Roxbury. You know what I mean? Like it's called
abs-
Roxbury because it's the largest pudding stone
Is it
conglomeration, I think, in the country, if not the Northeast. Like
really?
it's a massive piece of pudding stone, I guess. And this entire cemetery is built on top of it, like all the other ones. And it's just some wild rock
That's what you
formations.
posted today, right?
No, I haven't posted
Oh,
anything. I just got a
okay,
ton of footage from there today, but
okay.
I haven't done any editing or anything. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Lance, dude. I just
oh, no,
it's
no,
kind of
you're good,
You're
bro.
good. That's
yeah,
what we do here, dude. If you got it,
yeah,
spit it out.
yeah,
Spit it
yeah.
out. But yeah, keep
Mhm.
going, Lance.
Yeah, so sold the house. I got a van and I've been working on getting that together. So, we'll see where the journey goes. I'm definitely going to end up in Texas. Sammy and I mean, Sammy's got his thing going on.
Mhm.
Rob, like
Yep.
him and
Oh,
I
you
have
gotta.
been talking, and
Mhm.
Yeah,
there's some
dude.
trips like up around the Northeast, and Sammy and I have been talking about them too. There's some trips up around here that we have to check out.
Yep.
Talking about like some old folklore stuff, which kind of goes into what
Yes.
I like. Are you able to pull up that picture at some point tonight?
Yep, I will. Here, keep going, and you want me to pull it up now?
Or yeah, we can pull it up now, and I can just kind of
Keep
segue
going.
into
Keep
it.
going. Yeah.
So tonight I was over and working on my website and all that stuff with my brother and my Shopify. So we're going to be launching some merch and things like that here pretty soon
Yes.
for Lancelot Live. Just
Love
big,
it.
all that kind of stuff, but just taking it day by day, taking it day by day. Of course,
Yeah.
talk to Sammy all the time. Sam, and I was hoping to link up with him this weekend, but he's a busy man too, doing awesome stuff. But I'll be hooking up with Rob this week, and then this coming
Sick.
weekend, I should hopefully see Sammy. And it's going to be interesting, man. But we're going to be on the road, and we're going to be bouncing around and just kind of figuring things out as we go. But it's still home base up around the Northeast right now, of course, and wild stuff either way. But
Yeah.
if you can pull up that picture, bro.
I got it
So
right here. I pulled up the explanation of it so we can see what it is and explain it to people.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then I'll show the photo. So here's the explanation of it. You can go ahead and take it, Lance.
So on the Wampanoag Swamp, okay, Bridgewater Triangle, and this
Mm.
is this is going to be right up Rob's alley
Oh, I
here.
know all about these guys. Yep.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
I've been learning about this stuff for a long time, and one of the local lore is about puckwudgies. Okay, and puckwudgies are like they're these little devious, they're little pygmy people essentially. And there's all sorts of stories with them. I think they relate to the Fae. They talk about fairies, Fae. I
Mhm.
think it's
Yeah,
one and the
let's
same.
go, dude.
Yeah, and this is all like
Great.
just like with Sabe, Sasquatch, and the giants, with because they tell stories. All these native cultures tell stories about little people in
Oops.
the woods, and then giants in the woods, and then humans.
Yep.
Everybody live together, and it really goes into this almost like folklore, fairy tale kind of
Mhm.
stuff. But either way, the Puckwudgies very interesting. There's all sorts of stuff. I met this.
Looks like Sonic the Hedgehog.
It looks like
Yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Or
Yeah,
he's
Yep.
like super punk, dude. He just
Yep.
his haircut.
oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. And they had like some of them they lure you, and like just like some of my buddies in Puerto Rico, it kind of reminds me of the chupacabra, like they talk
Yes,
about,
dude.
like they
Mhm.
Got it down
whistle.
here. Got it down here. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
the chupacabra. So I met this dude in the Wampanoag Swamp over the summer, and it's kind of funny. And Rob, his name is Rob. Rob, if you're listening out there, buddy, thank you for this picture. I hope you don't care that I use it, and I know you're not a serial killer, but the day I met you, I thought you were. So, but
That's
and all
tight.
joking aside,
He needs to come on.
there's like I actually have a phone call with him tomorrow, and him and I are gonna get together and go in the swamp this week.
Okay,
So
cool.
I met this dude.
Which swamp?
A Wampanoag Swamp.
What is it? What is it called?
The Wampanoag Swamp.
Wampanoag?
Yeah, Wampanoag.
Yeah,
Yeah.
say it one more time. One more time.
Wampanoag
Yeah,
How
okay.
do you spell that? Where is that?
in Massachusetts.
I'm not gonna spell that shit.
I'm trying to think because are you talking about the Hockomock?
Hockomock, sorry, Hockomock.
Okay. Oh yeah. No.
Hockomock swamp.
Because
Not
there's the
Wampanoag,
Wampanoag.
Hockomock.
The Wampanoag are big around.
Wampanoag, yeah.
So are big around here too. So I was getting confused for a second. Sorry.
I was confusing myself there, Rob.
Yeah, Hockomock. I know
Yeah.
Hockomock means the place of where
The
the spirits
spirits.
dwell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
patience with spirits dwell. Algonquin.
Ooh.
Yep,
Mhm.
yep.
Oh, Algonquin. Yes, sir.
So I go out there with Boston Johnny, and we head out to the swamp. He wanted to show me the swamp, and there's this dude just sitting there in his truck, and he gets out and he's a giant, like he's a Nephilim giant, and he's an older dude, and his name's Rob, and he literally starts handing us maps. He's like, "You're going out in the swamp. You want these maps?" So I started talking with him. Well, the dude ends up going for a walk with me in the swamp, and afterwards we were all joking that the guy seemed like he could have been a serial killer just with because there was a serial killer that was happening at that time, like on the loose, and like this would have been the prime and prime time. But
He
either way,
got
super
y'all.
nice guy.
Yeah.
And he told me a story about seeing a thunderbird out in the swamp with his buddy. Like talking about eagles, like thunderbirds to me seem like a giant eagle. And when they crack their wings, it makes a thunderous noise. That's why they call it the thunderbird. He said it was like gray colored, and he can tell me the rest of the story. But either way, he sent me a picture today of a pukwudgie. That was a picture of it. It was taken on trail cam at like 10:30 at night, and it's legit, dude. Like
So
it's
this
legit.
right here, right there, is that it?
Oh, let me see. There it is. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's been pulled up for a little bit. Sorry, I keep forgetting you're on your phone, but yeah. So these are arms, I'm guessing. Is that what we're looking
Yeah,
at?
yeah.
That's
Those
the
are
head.
arms, the head
This
and the
is the
arms.
head.
Looks
Yeah.
like looks like an Ewok.
Like an
Yeah,
Ewok, bro.
dude, it does. Whoa.
hmm
Okay, so look right here. You can tell like maybe that's its nose or something. It looks like there's, like he's breathing or something. And
And
know.
these cameras are motion activated, right? So that had to
Yeah.
have been triggered by motion. That
yes,
image,
he
right?
looks like
Yeah.
he's walking mid-walk.
Yeah.
I wonder why his torso is the color that it is, almost giving the appearance that he's wearing
Like he has a
Like he's
shirt.
Period
Yeah,
wearing
garment.
something.
you're right.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
different color than his head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks like
And
he's
then
got a
feet,
garment of some sort.
feet down here, I guess. Little
Looks like
tiny feet.
looks like he's rocking little black gloves too.
Yeah, bro. It's cold out there, man.
It is. It is cool.
So either way, that is a very weird picture.
Yeah,
So
dude.
weird. That would have freaked me out looking at it. Like, dude, I can't even really like process it. But yeah, and I'm trying to see like I feel like this is a nose right here or something, but let's see what the picture looked like again. So yeah, it looks
I
like
feel like
a big stumpy nose, like,
Yep.
maybe
But
that's
that
the
one's got
nose.
pants on. No
serious
shirt.
serious
Yeah.
mullet, just like
It-
Lance.
Yes,
Showing
that's right,
now.
bro. That's
This one
right.
does have
Yeah.
good spots, Sammy. It has pants and it has shoes on.
And
It's
like
like
a little
does.
loincloth, it looks like.
he's going to work.
It's like a little person.
But if
Yeah.
you read that right there, known for their independence and magic, using poison arrows and sometimes luring victims to cliffs or into the woods.
Mm.
Whoa.
So
And
they
like
can be very devious. I think that they sense energy just like everything else too,
Dude,
but there's
That
so
place
there's-
is definitely haunted though. The
Yeah.
We would
Hockomock Swamp.
probably sense energy on a higher level if we weren't so poisoned since birth.
Amen.
a
Amen.
1000%.
But look, this
and,
guy looks like
and
he's the most
disconnected from
poisoned.
Mother Nature in every way.
Yeah. Right? City slickers.
Yep.
Or
Yeah,
how-
this
We
is
wear two
like,
layers
look at
between
this
us
one.
and the ground.
Look at this one. Like that one's nah, dude. I'm good. I mean, if it's 2 or 3 feet, I'm running at it and freaking football goal kicking that shit as hard
Hey
as I
man,
can.
you're in Texas. A 300 blackout would take care of that thing.
Yeah, I
that's
can
a-
shoot.
That
That's a
thing,
good point. I don't need to kick it.
and don't
a very
forget, it's a magical being. You know,
Yeah, bro.
Your foot would probably go right through him. if
I
you
was gonna
decided.
say it would disappear.
completely different dimension.
Capable
Yeah,
of
dude.
shape shifting.
Yeah.
But
That's
that whole
wild.
swamp, so Hockomock Swamp has a lot of history, like native history, like with the Great Swamp Massacre is one. That's where I forget his name now. The chief, I want to say it was Metacomet and King Philip in the King Philip's War. That's where it ended. Like that's where
We've talked about this before, I
Mhm.
believe.
yeah,
We brought
yeah.
okay.
So,
and
so I'm sorry. So the Great Swamp Massacre was a village that was right around the Hockomock Swamp that was completely decimated by the colonists. And there was mainly women and children, and it's a pretty horrific story when you look into it.
Well, and it's
Like,
related to Miles Standish too.
yes,
Uh-huh.
100%.
Huh.
And the natives, I think, retaliated. Then they had to flee into that swamp because that's where they felt safest. Because they felt that there were, they had ancestors in there. They felt like spirits. Like
Yeah.
that's why it was called Hockomock, the place where the spirits dwell.
Oh,
And they also, it's a very, I mean, I've done a lot of footage in there. Like there's a place called Anawan Rock, which is where like the last chief, I think, surrendered to the colonists before he got beheaded, like all the
damn.
other ones.
Damn.
Like surrendered peacefully. Old man chief. You know what I mean? Like they convinced him to surrendering only to put his head on a stake for fucking several years
That's some
outside
European shit.
outside the plantation walls. Several years.
Disgusting.
It's so frustrating reading, like
Mhm.
learning about these native stories, dude.
It's sad. It's
It was
super
just like
sad.
we were so lied to our entire lives. It's
Our
so
entire
fucked
lives.
up.
Dirty. It was some dirty stuff, right?
Yeah, man. Miles
Some
Sanders is at
tricks.
the top of that list, dude. That guy was
Dude.
a homicidal maniac, bro.
100%, bro.
Like that guy was a
100%.
lunatic. I've read at least 4 different stories where he lured Indian chiefs into meetings under like fake pretenses for like peace conferences
I'm
and
pulling them up.
killed them and beheaded them.
Oh, you can tell. Look at him.
Oh yeah, he was also called they called him like the shrimp. He had like Napoleon syndrome or some
Oh,
shit. Like he
no
was like a short
way.
dude. Yeah.
Super short.
Yep.
So, he died in his home at 72.
There's so
And
many things named after that guy around me.
oh,
Everywhere, dude. Standish gas.
Miles Standish Forest, State Forest,
Oh, look,
Miles
this is a
Standish
better.
Monument, fucking Miles Standish Cemetery, Burial Ground, you name it.
Yeah, he had a little dig for sure.
Oh,
What was happening?
100% little D
Yeah.
energy, that
Like,
guy.
look at him.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
tell.
He wasn't even like he was Dutch or no. He fought in like Amsterdam. That like he was hired by the Pilgrims as like their
Yeah,
mercenary,
look at
like
this.
Dutch.
the military leader.
Dutch. Look, still, it's depicting that expedition against Nemesis.
If you can find
Nemesis.
the story with him and it was a native called Pequot. I discovered it at the old burial ground in Weymouth because that they found this dude's headless skeleton in somebody's foundation wall in a Weymouth house, a suburban home right outside this cemetery, and it ended up being this Indian chief that was beheaded by Miles Standish.
Wow, no freaking way. Look at this monument. Have
Oh,
we talked
dude.
about this?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rob's
I
filmed
thought
that.
so. I
Oh,
thought so. Okay, yeah.
yeah. That's a
So,
fucking ancient
yeah.
something. There's
Yeah,
all kinds
look.
of ruins all over that mound.
You can see a color change in it, almost like they've
Oh, dude, the
gone up.
story about that place is insane. 1872 to 1878, that's when it was built. I'll never forget this. Right after the Civil War, the fucking statue of Miles Standish didn't go up for another 25 or 30 years. Like that. And that's who it
Wow.
was built for. Yet the statue didn't get thrown up for another 30 years. And you can't even see that statue from the ground there. Like you can't see anything on it. Like you need a camera. So it makes no sense. None of it.
It doesn't at all. So what's up, guys? We got some people in here. It looks like I can't tell where the number is, but how many people. But thank y'all for stopping in and coming to listen to us rant. You could tell that's exactly what goes on here.
Mm-hmm.
That is
Yep.
exactly what goes on here.
Mhm.
The other day I was on, have y'all ever found this website? It's called where is it? Okay, so it's laylines.net. And so I was just looking at the ley lines. Let me share my screen. And these are off of other people's research, what they have, considered being ley lines. And
So
these,
can we first define ley lines though? Like what do we mean by that?
so an energetic, pathway basically that kind of interconnects like
It's like a
this.
grid.
Like
It's like an energy
Like a
grid,
it's
grid.
an
basically.
Yeah. And a
energy
lot of
grid,
these
yeah.
spots that we go to, Rob,
Yes.
definitely are on ley
So look,
lines.
Okay.
right
Oh,
here,
yeah.
that star is Glastonbury Mountain.
Oh,
So that is one of their, points.
Glastonbury?
Yeah,
Is
Glastonbury.
is that in
That's why,
Vermont?
yeah, that's why I'm showing this to you because I pressed it and was like, oh
Huh.
wait, that's the one that
That's the
is that
Bennington Triangle. That's the
yeah,
mountain that I
it
talk
is.
about all the time, the
It
Haunted
is.
Mountain,
Oh
Glastonbury.
look, here's Bennington right here. just south of it.
No shit. We got a
So
Glastonbury down here too.
I
It's
noticed that,
also in
Rob.
England.
Yeah, there's a
England.
Glastonbury, Connecticut, also. It's where
Yeah, I
my
bet.
grandmother lives.
Copy
Is-
paste, copy
so
paste.
I actually
sir.
filmed the Glastonbury. It's called Glastonbury Abbey. It's an old Benedictine monk retreat center that is a clear ancient mound. The whole story on that place is insane. But that's what it's called, Glastonbury Abbey, which I think is what it's called in England too. I think. I don't know for sure though, but I think that's what the original's called.
it says
Wow.
strange disappearances, unusual lights, and disorientation among hikers. Local legends weave together tales of Native American warnings, restless spirits, and later UFO sightings, making the mountain a focal point for both paranormal and unexplained phenomenon. Yeah, these spots are so interesting to me, especially when you learn that there are energetic pathways above them, which makes so much sense, you know? And
Mhm.
who knows what that mountain actually is, what's underneath that.
Correct.
Exactly, and it's all like White Rock Mountain. So I know that there's a lot of quartz up there, which quartz and the vibrational quartz,
Mhm.
vibrational frequency. But it's so interesting. And sorry for mispronouncing the swamp name. There's a lot of
No,
names going
dude, it's
on
hard.
here.
It's hard. I grew up
Yeah.
around it. It's still hard to keep them all straight, dude. I get it.
But you think about it with the Bridgewater Triangle and the Bennington Triangle, it's one and the same, But
Yeah.
the only difference is one's a mountain and one's literally like because most of Massachusetts around that area is built in swamp. It could be underwater, like
Yep. Yep.
it's like literally at sea level. It seems
Mhm.
like. But it makes sense with all the lights and all the energy because a lot of these things are able to transmute into orbs and things of that nature. It's very strange.
So is
Very
Bridgewater
strange.
on the ley line thing too?
Bridgewater in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can see. Let me type
Well,
it
that'd
in
be
real
what
quick
it'd be
here.
Taunton.
It
Uh,
used to be Taunton, Brockton, Halifax, Hanson, I think. Maybe Abington.
So
They all,
like
they
200
all
square miles.
it
let
used
me
to be
pull it up.
huge.
Let me pull it
Bridgewater
up.
used to be huge.
It's right freaking on a line. Right
Of
on the
Hmm.
course.
line.
Yeah.
Right here. See? There's the line going through. I typed it in, so that's the
Oh
little
yeah.
dot, right? Is
Oh
that the right
yeah,
spot?
yeah.
Yep. That's it.
So
Mhm.
interestingly enough, I was looking at this the other day. I just kind of when I'm doing research, I'll go see if what I'm researching was on a ley line. And I noticed this little X mark in Texas, and this is Houston. I'm right down here in this area. And this is called the Big Thicket, and it was like in the 19th century, it was huge. I mean, it took all of East Texas up. And by the way, side note, Lance, what were you talking about East Texas for? You mentioned.
It was stuff to do with Sasquatch when I was live yesterday.
Okay, well, I guarantee it was somewhere around here because it's swamp. You would think of it as Louisiana. Of course, Louisiana isn't far, but it looks like a regular Louisiana swamp. But I can hear my kid knocking on the door.
You sure that's not
Um
my dog barking? Because that's my dog will not stop barking.
is he?
Right
Yeah, I didn't hear him. There might be some interruptions, who knows. But
now.
so and then I found this article soon after, like a couple days after I noticed that being in the big thicket, and it's exactly to what we were saying. It's, that this previous civilization was building structures on these ley lines. They knew
Mm-hmm.
everything about it. So I'm going to just kind of give you a rundown. But so an examination of the Big Thicket country on the San Jacinto. Let's see, tract of land. Okay, so an ancient ruin of large dimensions and of extraordinary architecture is what they found. Although one stone remains not upon another, there are abundant evidences that the edifice has once been of magnificent workmanship and composed of the most costly material. The only portion of this gigantic structure which remains whole is a marble column, fluted and surmounted by a capital. What does that sound? Like
Capital.
all the old world, structures upon which is carved on one side and a sheaf of wheat on the other side. Thought that was interesting. So there's a
Mm-hmm.
sheaf of wheat and or something else which he thought was a waterfall is what it says. On the other side in a plain engraving of evergreen. A portion of another column is also there about the same size. The column that remains whole is about 16 feet in length. It's a big old column, right? The
Mm-hmm.
foundation of the edifice covered an area of 310 by 260 feet. There appeared to be 4 main entrances. I mean, this is a big old building. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? With
Hmm.
columns, and I mean, it looks like, any other.
The mound
Well,
builders, right?
oh, well, so I mean, the Caddo were in East Texas, but that just what he's saying is like a typical Romanesque type building, Corinthian columns like this, you
Yeah.
know, like
Oh,
this.
okay.
How many times do we see these buildings and call them old world structures? Well, you go and look in the area, and I mean, it's called the Big Thicket. There's nothing there. So here's Houston right here, about an hour and a half or so. Big Thicket Reservation. I mean, there's little towns, but all through here is swamp. All up here on this river right here. But you zoom out and you notice one lake, two lake, three lake reservoirs, man-made reservoirs,
Oh.
Man-made.
and
When,
and
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 when were they made?
Yeah, right.
and they were made in the 50s and 60s probably,
I was
most
gonna say
likely.
all within a 10-year time frame.
So there's and then this was like a, divine thing that happened because I was looking at those ley lines, and then after I found these articles, and then I ran into one more I'll read and then I'll shut up. Um, let's see the next one. So it's talking about the Big Thicket, basically what they just found, and then they start to tell, uh, about some other stories in other areas. So we'll read about that one, which is just down the road in Angelina County. So
Demosthenes? Why do I know that name?
where's that?
Hannibal Demosthenes? Isn't that a place?
Oh, is it in here? Yeah,
It was just
no,
an
that's a guy's name,
yeah,
Hannibal
but
Demosthenes
isn't that
Rose.
a place though? Demosthenes? Is that a place in Greece or something?
Maybe because look at this guy's name. I mean, it's like named after something. Hannibal Demosthenes Rosus
Yeah,
Smith.
what?
Smith.
Yes, Smith,
Smith,
right?
dude. Yeah, after all that, Smith.
How
Yeah,
19th century of him.
yeah.
So this is in Angelina County. I'll show you where that is. But and then this find was interesting, and I'm always wondering, guys, like these man-made lakes, and then also in these parks, reservations.
Hmm.
What is freaking under the ground? And one day, Lance, when you come, if anybody else comes, we're getting shovels, bruh.
Dude,
Mhm.
Okay,
we need
so
lidar, bro. We need someone with
yeah,
some
Dude,
lidar,
I've
we
been,
Bro,
I've
do.
been
that's
looking into getting us a lidar drone, man. They're
Oh,
nasty.
how much
Yeah,
are they,
dude.
Sam?
I want to get something nice, so we're talking at least 6 or 8 grand.
okay,
Six, right,
let's
man?
let's hold that thought. Hold that thought, and we're gonna get right back on that because I want to
Yep.
talk about it. Okay, so this is the next discovery that's not a couple counties
Saw the
over.
panther.
An aperture 2 or 3 feet in diameter leading into a cave, which first off, a cave in flat Texas is kind of weird. Driving away the dogs, they say they saw a panther, and they were trying to shoot him. They then entered the cave, which they found nearly circular in form and about 12 feet high with a small aperture, apparently leading to another. But the light was so imperfect as to deter them from entering it until they had first supplied themselves with a lighted torch. On passing through the aperture, they found themselves in a room about 10 feet in breadth by 8 in height and some 40 feet long. To their astonishment, they beheld at the further extremity of this room what appeared to be 2 human bodies, one stretched out full length on its back on the floor and the other lying with the head partly elevated on the wall against which it leaned. The party approached with the torch close to them and awed, almost appalled by the strange spectacle made a complete examination. They were indeed 2 human forms. What does that say? Something
Entire.
entire. Thank you. Complete and you're on your phone and can read it. Complete and perfectly petrified, of course. The feet and hands were bare, and then a garment was which must have resembled. And this is what's kind of weird. They're talking about it says it's a hunting shirt. So I was kind of thinking that
What?
as like a more of a recent guy, but
Like camo? What are we
yeah,
talking?
that's what I'm thinking. But
High
I think
vis?
yeah, a hunting shirt seemed to have been worn by each and partly preserved by petrification, was distinctly visible, especially at its seams and folds. On the waist of one was a buckle of pure gold, almost 3 inches in diameter, securely embedded in the body. The features were not much shrunken. The eyes were partly closed, and even traces of the eyebrows could be seen plainly. The party who discovered these bodies intend a few days to remove them to Jonesboro. Da, 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 da. So Yeah. What I mean, the amount of stories that I have,
Hold on,
from
hold on. So are
every
these
single
real
state.
people? Are these
Yes,
petrified
these
people?
are
Is what this
petrified
guy's?
people.
That's
Yes.
what he's saying, right? Yeah.
Yep. They
Well, let's.
express no was go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say. Usually, this sounds like the scene where they find giants in these caves.
That's
Like
exactly what I was gonna, they have to be giants, right? Because
they've got to be.
that whole
Hmm.
setup is a giant article. And they probably
Uh-huh.
lived before the race. So this is why now I know it's, ancient. They probably lived before the race of Indians at present found in Texas. Whoever may have been their stony bodies should be preserved as a fitting memento of a generation gone, and the types of which is rapidly disappearing from the earth. And then they talk about, which is always makes me laugh, is that they took it to some guy's house and like, we're showing it to like people could come by and look at it. Like, where are those? Like, did that story not get passed down to anybody?
Right, dude.
Um, so and then
When was
this
this
is
written?
crazy.
When was this
The,
article written?
this is in the 1830s.
Okay.
1836, I believe. So listen to this part. It keeps going. And we're going to talk about the Brazos
So
River,
wait,
which is
Texas was Texas even independent yet?
no,
No.
Yeah, right. Still part of Mexico.
that's the year the Alamo was taken over.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So we weren't until the 40s, I believe. Yeah, early 40s, independent or
Yep.
mid 40s. So So the peculiar, very singular manner of their discovery and the petrification is a subject for the consideration of the naturalist. We can, however, assure the civilian that natural curiosities of which possibly he has not heard exist upon the Brazos. So the Brazos River, I've talked a lot about on TikTok, about their flooding and then also the video on my YouTube, the Great Wall of Texas, the unknown Great Wall of Texas, that takes place off the Brazos. A lot of weird stuff in that area. But so this is what they say. It has been a long and well established fact that there are electrical trees, and in that vicinity, that upon a near approach immediately transform the beholder into stone. Mr. Brown, and we will not doubt his authority, says that he has seen specimens among which are a dog in the act of catching hold of a rabbit, and a man who, by some unlucky circumstance, happened to follow a turkey to the aforesaid tree, upon an immediate proximity to which the man and turkey were instantly petrified. The turkey with wings expanded and posed in
Equal air.
poised in equal air, and the huntsman with leveled gun. These are facts which Brown says da 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 da. They're just talking about how this story is completely true because the gentleman, and I understand how people can completely write that off, but we hear those stories way too much, right? Uh, it's
Lion, the
just
Witch, and the Wardrobe.
yeah, right.
I was just thinking of the never-ending story too, right? Don't they get turned to stone in that one too, or am I making that up?
Maybe it's a
That's
good movie
that's
for that to
that's
happen.
Well,
that's an old one. I
some
remember
of
getting
these
blasted by
Yeah,
witches.
these sculptures, they
sculptures,
say they look
yes.
3D printed like they're actually people.
Dude, I
Yeah,
was saying that today.
I've been
Like
Yeah,
there was a
seeing a lot
statue
of that.
today. She was a 10 out of 10. She was
The
hot as
yeah,
fuck.
bro. Yes,
statue?
Yes.
yes.
Yes. I will show you the image, dude. I'm going to show you guys. It was insane.
You leave
Hot.
that
Like
poor statue
how
alone,
real
Rob.
how real she was.
Is a is a nipple poking out like typically
I
those
think
statues?
actually yeah, possibly.
Like, well, at
Yeah.
least one, because we don't want to see it if there's not one nipple, at least.
I think you might be in luck,
All
Logan.
right, dude, this YouTube live is getting lit, dog.
Dude, I know. But I'm serious though. Like a lot of these statues look like there's even
They do.
imperfections.
No,
There's
they do.
imperfections that make them look real. Like
Yes.
and we can't replicate that now.
No, not at
I
all.
was laughing on my ride to the cemetery today as I was at a stoplight in front of like one of those memorial monument gravestone places, like where you purchase like the gravestones
Hmm.
and stuff and shit.
Hmm.
And they had a couple of the statues that they are offering like out front, and it's laughable. If you
How
compare
crappy.
those
Yeah.
to the ones from the old world.
Yeah.
There's
So
a post that's going around right now, and it shows the wrist, like the hand of a statue that's broken off,
yeah.
and the insides look to
Oh
be almost like the
no.
human anatomy.
Yo,
No.
Yeah, so it's funny that this
Where is that
conversation is
photo?
being brought up because I've seen a lot of it the past week or two. It's been popping up for me.
that's
Really?
wild.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
I
real
don't doubt
wild.
that.
I don't doubt that either.
And
But
there's
like, I
some
mean,
statues that look like they were
Yes.
in fear, scared, like
Yes.
absolutely mortified, almost as if they saw something coming before it happened.
Makes
Well,
you
you
wonder
heard.
about some of those
Yeah.
chimeras that we see that are like mixtures of different animals,
Yes.
and they talk
Right.
about that and like, what if that's the same kind of thing? What if they're flash petrifying some of those old wild things they were mashing together?
Well,
Yeah. Right.
it makes me think of I just did a video too on the builders' rights ceremony that they do, the Masonic builders' rights ceremony, where it's literally linked to them putting live animals and people in the foundations of buildings as they build them as like a sacrifice.
The sacrifice, part of their ritual.
Yes, it's called the builders' rights ceremony. It's been
When you
fucking
put them in,
celebrated on a lot of our monuments and buildings here in the U.S. that I visited.
if it's in concrete, it'll never be found.
That's the thing, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty good spot. Where's that nipple, dude? We're waiting.
I know. I'm sorry. I got a lot of footage today, man. I got a lot of
You're.
footage.
I'm just messing with you. Yeah.
They did it. Hey, they did it in ships too. Like they used to literally build live people into the walls of ships as like a blessing for the ship itself.
Yeah, that's
Logan,
like, Roman deal where they,
Yeah,
bury the people in the walls and stuff. They did that to the Tennessee Capitol, the architect for the Tennessee Capitol for some reason. It was so weird. Of course, that's
it is
probably
weird.
somebody else's body, but yeah, go ahead.
Roman
What's up,
concrete.
Sammy?
you were mentioning a minute ago when you were reading that paragraph that some of these stories people just kind of like brush them under the rug because of how crazy they kind of sound.
Of course.
Mhm.
But we can bring up a topic that took place within the past few years, right in Florida, that was totally buried. Do you guys remember when I believe it was at an
The,
airport? Correct me if I'm
oh,
wrong, but there were like 20, 30-foot structures, beings of some sort,
yeah,
and
in
there's
Miami,
The
Miami,
Miami
right?
Mall. The
Yeah,
Miami Mall.
Miami Mall. It was.
Yep.
Yeah, keep going. Sorry, Sammy.
I don't know much about it, but nobody talks about it. Totally brushed under the rug, and
Hmm.
it's similar to that lady on the plane that said that motherfucker's not real.
Yes, dude.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, dude, that got
Hmm.
me that gave me the EBGBs watching
She
the
saw
lady say
something.
that because yes, she did. You could
Yeah, that
tell.
was not acting, dude. Like in the beginning.
No,
No.
no. Miami Mall alien. I
Yeah,
want to
they
That's
look
like
at it
that's
again.
confiscated
legit.
everybody's phones after that.
Yep.
There was one guy I remember that released footage like after the fact, and like it was some fucking weird looking shit, like Monsters Inc. type stuff. I don't know how real it was, but
And that's like the
Looked like
biggest red flag, right? Like nothing happened.
Yeah,
Give me your
yeah.
cell phone and don't talk about it.
Like,
Like,
come
yeah.
on, dude. Yeah.
okay, like come
Okay,
on.
so it did happen, is what you're saying?
Exactly.
Dude, there were over
Wait,
130
what
cruises, they said, at the like
was
if you
that your
saw I
Oh
boat?
remember
yeah.
seeing footage of the mall and it
Yep.
was surrounded. It was
Yep.
literally like
Wait.
like every cop in the immediate area
Uh-oh.
went to that place,
Yep.
supposedly for a bunch of kids with fireworks, is what the
Uh-oh.
story ended up being or something.
Internet connection is.
They talk about an insult to our intelligence, you know?
Well, that's what COVID-19 was. Remember the concert that got shot up? Was it in Nevada or Cali?
Jason Aldean. Yep.
Jason
Oh my
Aldean.
God! And you listen to the footage.
That one man fucking massacre. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
listen to the footage, and now there's footage coming out. People are saying there was a helicopter firing into the crowd, and there's people that are saying that they witnessed it as well.
Oh
So
yeah. Dude, people had footage, and there were police reports of like shootings all over Las Vegas, like guys running around the streets with like automatic machine guns and shit, like in
yep.
front of like the casinos, like around the same time. It
But
was
it's so easy for them to change a subject with media and social media, guys. You got to remember, 6 companies own the media. Let me mute this. 6 companies own the media, and we've got. I mean, they're in control of whatever's reported every single day. Everything that we see. It says I'm on. Where
I
we
think
lose Logan?
did we lose Logan?
Yeah, we
oh,
did.
and, but
Bro,
Oh, there we
bro,
go.
everything shut off. That was weird. Was I glitching?
No,
You
you just
glitched
no,
out
totally.
for a second, and then I thought you said something about a connection, and then you just went
yeah,
blank.
yep.
Y'all were all like skipping, and then it froze, and then it kicked me out of YouTube too.
Too much truth. Too
I
much
guess
truth,
so,
Proof,
Logan.
man.
baby.
I
We're
think
on
so,
to
dude.
okay. I
Scary.
gotta start the live over again. I feel bad. I wonder if this is still oh, it's still recording. How
No,
the
it
hell did
said,
that
well, when you left, it said recording stopped, and then
Yep.
as soon
Mhm.
as you came back, it says recording in
Oh,
progress.
okay, I did hear that. Okay, whoops. I feel bad for whoever was in here. Um, Okay, so sorry guys, y'all keep going. Y'all keep going if you want. Whatever y'all are.
Yo, I'm still looking for this nipple, so don't mind
Wait,
me.
it says the live is still going. This is weird, dudes. I don't know what's going on. Uh, it's because the YouTube's not even up. I mean, it is now, but not the
Right when I mentioned that there's 6 companies that control the media and
I
all the
know, dude. I
information
was
that comes
just gonna
out.
say that.
bro,
Just gonna
like
say that, Sammy. I was literally that
Mhm.
was like the topic.
I don't know why I can't start this back up again.
You were like, Sammy was like, let me mute this real quick, and then we lost Logan.
Yeah, that's exactly
Dude,
what
I got
happened.
completely kicked out. I mean, y'all like glitched up, and then thought it was Rob because Rob, you were talking and you were glitching. So I was like, Rob, it's
I'm always talking.
your internet your internet connection, and then boom.
No,
Okay.
I'm on Wi-Fi. I should have full. I got full service.
So it says that I'm still streaming. Do y'all know anybody that's in the stream?
I'm gonna check the stream right now on my phone.
Thank you. Thank you.
No problem.
On YouTube?
Yep.
Yeah,
No, I
on
do not.
YouTube.
I
You
do
know,
not.
we're hitting all the right spots when this happens.
I guess
Yeah,
so,
this is
man.
actually a good sign. This is good, Lance.
Absolutely.
It is. I just hate that I kicked people out.
Yeah, it says you're live right now and we're live. Yeah. Yep.
No way. I can't even see the feed or anything. Is that all right, bros? Well, we can keep going, I guess. Sorry, guys. I got kicked out because Sammy was throwing some steam, dude.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, I got kicked out. The YouTube or the Zoom was stalling. Well, I guess y'all heard it because we've been live this whole time. Oh my God, that was weird. Where were we?
We're back in action. All right. So we were just talking about how quickly the media can erase stuff more or less from our day-to-day life. Like people don't talk about COVID anymore. It's still there. I post about it probably at least every
Mm.
day.
Yeah,
Every
where's
other
Anthony
day.
Fauci? Where's Anthony Fauci,
Yeah,
dog? Never heard
where
about
the
him.
F is that guy? Yeah, let's, like, I
Well, you
mean,
know what? That's honestly probably the least of our worries when you look at how massive the lies get. I posted on my Facebook today. What's your favorite conspiracy? And I don't like using that word because it kind of discredits the talking points. But um, a lot of people they've boiled it down to like Tartaria and flat Earth. You know, you get into lies that big. It's like who cares what they've done in the 21st century? They've been
yeah,
doing it for 5 or 6 centuries or however long.
Mhm.
forever, forever.
And that's
Yeah,
really the big thing. The flat Earth thing, part of me thinks that that's just another reason to keep us arguing. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like the back and forth thing. But
I don't think so. I don't think so.
It's worked that way for a while. I think now like even the COVID. I mean, it's like I feel like now we went through all that and there's not as much arguing as usual. But at one point it was pretty much all arguing on the FE side.
Well, look,
You know?
statistically, empires, civilizations last for 250 years. The United States is currently 249 years old. On the 4th of July, 2026, next year, we will hit our 250th birthday, then dictating that on an impeding collapse, right? They just stopped making the penny. The dollar's dead. It's maybe worth 50 or 60 cents.
Yeah.
People are losing faith in the government. They're losing faith in the system. They're losing faith in the dollar. There's countries that no longer accept it. Uh, I think people, once they lose even 1% of faith with their government, they're more prone or apt to listening when you go, hey, man, let me tell you about the fluoride they're putting in the water. Because
Yeah,
it's
right.
really not to benefit your teeth, it's because of this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then you discover your vibration or that you can ground or so many things in it all. And again, to respond to Lance, I don't think that flat Earth is a psyop or something designed to keep us busy. I think once you discover flat Earth, almost like how our lungs look like the trees, and when we
Yeah.
inhale, they're exhaling, and when we exhale, they inhale.
Isn't that
And
crazy?
there's intelligent design. So I think when you discover there might be more land beyond the ice walls, but when you discover that we're the center of everything, all creation, it's pretty magical. It's pretty cool.
It is pretty magical. You're spitting truth. Yeah. Like I love it. I love it. Keep
yeah,
going
yeah.
with it, Sammy. Keep going
Keep
with it.
going.
What have you been what have like rabbit holes have you been going down lately or talking about the most lately?
Hey, by the way,
Ooh,
though, I just sent you
I got it.
the
I got
nip
it.
shot. Just
I got it.
it took me a while to find it.
I'm loading it up to my computer, so
Okay.
yeah. I'll pull it up in a second.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
what have you been getting
That's
into,
it.
Sammy?
well, I think Gosh, today I met, not today I met him, but today I met up with a friend. I met him via work, and he was digging up a floor in Warrensburg, New York here, kitchen floor at a house, and found all these old newspapers from the 1920s
That's
and 30s.
right. Yeah, get into that. Get
Yep,
into
they
that.
used to love
Yes.
using newspapers, man. That was the insulation paper back in the day. I've ripped up a lot
Yeah,
of those floors. Yeah.
yeah, which gives me hope that there'll be more truth uncovered at some point soon.
Interesting. I
Oh
didn't think
man,
of that.
super cool. Very,
Yeah.
they're you could cough on the newspaper and they shatter. I mean,
Mm,
they're very fragile. Um, Unfortunately, the guy that I was with didn't really want to be on camera, and I was hoping to make a full episode about it. But I got some clips, and I think the biggest takeaway for me today was all the different papers trying to explain or coerce the people into getting on the grid, getting electricity.
mm.
And
Yeah.
Oh,
They did the same.
yeah.
They did the same thing with public water. They did
yeah,
Yep.
the same
I
thing with
mean,
the
They
it's
public
did.
water system.
They did.
they
Uh-huh.
Yep.
they have since the beginning of time not only tried to dumb us down and poison us, but they want us so reliant on them. This thing
Hmm.
right here, I'll be getting rid of the iPhone, this upcoming year. I don't care if it's a flip phone or what. It's ideal to have for filming and being a content creator, but
Yeah,
I'm going to switch just to YouTube and just my website,
Wow.
nomadsoldierarmy.com, because I'm guilty of doom scrolling, but this thing's also fucking taking notes of everything I do. They
No
say
dude.
that
doubt.
when it's in your aura field, it can populate
Yes.
thoughts in your
Every
head.
every
Yes,
day I
dude.
every day I
Yes.
see a new video scaring me more about my phone, dude. Like I was watching one today where the guy's talking to his like AI. It's like it's not Chat GPT, it's some other version of it. I forget what the name of it was, but they now have this new thing. Oh, what the hell is the software called? I want to say Simile
Sora,
or what is it?
Sora.
Maybe, but it that doesn't sound right though. But anyway. They what they do is they read our micro expressions
Yeah, dude.
on our
Yeah.
face, dude. And in order to do that, they have to spy on us via the camera without our knowledge. And this is all like a new update that was like going into some phone, and like he was talking to the AI about it, and he got the AI to tell him what he was holding in his hand.
Wow. Yeah,
Like the
and
AI is like, you're holding a basketball.
so that's the thing with
What?
AI is
What?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I know.
so the thing with our phones, right? They've got the hook is in our mouth, right? They're reeling us in. It's difficult for almost anyone nowadays, even a 12-year-old, a 10-year-old, to not have a cell phone.
It's a treble hook. That's multiple hooks. Yeah, treble
Yeah.
hook. Yeah.
And you know what? Making an email address. Let's say you just have Starlink or internet service and you just want to email your friends. You need go make a Gmail account. You need to have a phone number.
Yep.
And then you
Yeah.
need the verification code that's texted to you. So you need to be
Yeah,
tech
Right.
savvy.
yeah, dude. Of
And
course.
It's
nobody has home
disgusting.
phones anymore.
No, no landlines. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
You can still buy them.
these old newspapers are saying, Mary Sue used to only need electricity for her toaster, her kettle, I think they called it, and her ironing board or her ironer. And
That's right.
they said now she uses it for this, and that. And her electricity bill's only gone up a few cents. And they're trying to sell people on why, you know, even if you already have electricity, you need all these other appliances. And
Mhm.
Yeah.
there's one commercial that said electricity needs you, like an Uncle Sam commercial.
Like it's feeding off. It needs to feed off of you,
Yep.
kind of.
Yep.
Yeah.
I saw
Yeah.
a cool video done by this couple in, I want to say, either New Hampshire or Maine, that for their daughter's like 12th or 13th birthday, they got them each their own landline with their own phone number at their house, as opposed to getting them a smartphone. And like their friends all like joined in, I guess, like,
Oh,
and
that's great.
because everybody was like jealous, because it was cool to get a phone call on your own phone like back in the day. You may not remember this, Logan. I'm a
Oh,
little
I
older than you,
do. Hey, I'm not
but
that young.
but yeah, like you didn't know who was calling you, like you didn't know
Yeah.
who the fuck was
Yeah.
on the other end, so you
I
had to
still
answer.
remember people's numbers. You had to remember
You
their
had to
number, right?
Dude,
remember.
all my
Yeah.
Yeah.
best friends still remember all their
Yeah.
numbers.
Oh,
Yep.
absolutely.
Hmm.
Absolutely, dude. Yeah, that was man, simpler times,
Big time,
right?
dude.
I
And
always
that wasn't
joke.
that long ago.
It's funny, but it's sad, man. Like I can't imagine if smartphones were a thing. If I like when I was in school and college and stuff, like Facebook just became a thing when I was like a freshman in college, I believe.
Yeah.
And
Which,
that
of
was like,
course, is all by design. What have they trained us to do? Pick up your phone, take a selfie, a photo of what you're doing, You know,
Yep.
we're live streaming right now, but of course we're spreading truth. But this keeps people on their phones. I was
No
remonetized
doubt.
just yesterday on Facebook. Lance, I don't know if I told you, I'm pretty stoked about it because I was making really good money on Facebook
Yeah,
just a few
bro.
Really?
months
You
ago.
were?
I
Okay.
made I made one post about big pharma and they demonetized me. It sucks. So I lose out on my income on Facebook for a few months. And I'm thinking today because I've already made I think $60, and I'm like, okay, why? And of course, they're just printing the money, but they're only paying me. There's no commercials. They're paying me because it keeps people scrolling.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, their
Yep.
heads are down. Their heads are down and not up.
But
Yeah.
there is it's a double edged sword for them though. Like a lot of us wouldn't have the knowledge that we have. I mean, none of us would.
Completely,
None
completely
of us
double-edged
would
sword.
had
Yeah.
it not been for this app and some of the other ones.
So again,
Yeah.
we have to remember, right? The Roman Empire when it was collapsing, you know,
Yeah.
queers and
Yeah.
crannies and all and this, that, the other, right?
Strip clubs. Yeah.
Statistically, every 250 years, that's when a civilization will collapse. And
Mhm.
every civilization in history has collapsed. So we're living in a very important time.
Yeah. You're preaching it,
Yeah,
man. I
I
mean,
I honestly think this is more important than most, like in historical times that we're taught anyway. Because like we're not talking about like a national issue. We're talking about like
Worldwide.
a worldwide awakening all
Mhm.
across the map, dude. Like there's revolts and rebellions happening all over the
mhm.
globe that they won't talk about on MSM. You know what I mean? Because they don't want you to know what they're protesting over there in London and Paris and Ireland
What
and
was the recent one?
all that
Burma
shit.
or something out in the middle of India? There was one that was out in like, Hindu land, like, I mean,
Oh,
it was a
Nepal. Well,
big
Nepal's.
Nepal, maybe?
Yeah,
Maybe.
Nepal just had that big. They had the big, like one of the largest protests in history, and they actually got the prime minister like to get kicked out
That's what
because
it
like
was. That's what
They
it
because
elected a
was.
new one on
Nepal,
Discord.
and this
Yeah.
falls right in line with what we're talking
Right.
about,
Nice.
Logan.
Yeah.
Because they outlawed social media for the
That's what it
kids.
was. Yeah, you're right.
That's what caused them to protest and take to the streets, bro.
But again,
Like,
as much as it's a double-edged sword that they can uh, uh, monitor us and we're getting truth, they
yeah,
know which ones are the monitored ones, or sorry, which ones are the
Yeah.
educated ones, which
And
ones
which
are
ones
in the
are
know,
fake?
and they can
Yeah.
put together. Yeah, they could probably talk to their AI agent and say, "Show me everyone that firmly believes that the Earth is flat,"
Oh, you
and
know it.
then filter it by the amount of views or how often that person talks about it. You
oh,
know,
dude,
Yeah. I've
I
always
wonder.
pictured that. I've always pictured. Yeah, go ahead,
No,
Lance.
I was just gonna say, I wonder what list we're all on.
Yeah, right.
for real,
I
yeah,
know. Well,
yeah,
and like, I've always pictured that, like a deep underground military base, and they have a huge screen, and it's like, all the numbers of like how many conspiracy theories, how many this and that.
yep.
I'm sure they have multiple
yeah,
Dude,
down to what we
underground.
purchased.
I posted a video about that, Logan. It was like
Did
a
you?
clip. It was a clip from. You guys remember the movie Down Periscope with
Yeah,
Nuh-uh.
I
Kelsey
Yeah.
feel like I've
Grammer?
seen
Yeah.
it. I've
Yeah.
seen
No,
it.
I don't remember
Oh,
that.
dude, it's a classic like old comedy. It's like an airplane style comedy movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
And there's a scene where the guy's like watching the radar, and their radar guy in the submarine is like he wears like 3-inch thick glasses because he's so blind. Like and like that's like part of the joke, but he's looking at this radar screen with all these blips and then all of a sudden he sneezes on the screen and starts freaking out about all these different vehicles that are coming towards him. But anyway, it's a funny movie. You should check it out.
There's truth to it.
Oh yeah,
There's truth to it.
dude.
Except
There's that we
radar
definitely
working
got
on a globe.
monitors.
What's that?
Except
What's
radar working on a globe. That's
Yeah,
not
Well,
right.
sonar. It was sonar though. Sonar
sonar.
Sonar.
Okay.
different, right?
Okay. Yeah. Who
I think
knows?
sonar is a little different, right? Shouldn't sonar work?
Well,
Well,
and then
the globe doesn't work, so it's a
No, that doesn't
yeah,
work.
yeah,
question.
Agreed.
right.
Agreed.
No,
Nothing about that.
sonar would, right? Because it's
Sound.
pinging other. Yeah.
Sound.
Yeah.
You're shooting
Okay.
sound. Like it's what dolphins use.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
Echolocation.
So
Yes.
here's the photo of no nipples, but I'll still show it. A little
Oh yeah,
disappointed, but
dude. But look how real she looks.
it's
Look
our
how real.
first live, so
Look how real she looks, though.
this one, like, dude, I've seen some where like the cloth is like, blowing in the wind and stuff. Like
Yeah, you can
Oh,
see like hair follicles and
but
stuff. I mean,
yes, look
like
at her
if you
face though.
look at her face, though. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
she's not like it looks like someone's aunt.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
somebody's aunt.
Like for real.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's somebody's Aunt Kelly or something. You know? Like that's That's what it looks like.
What would these statues be called? What is the word for
Petrified human.
let's
Yeah.
do petrified human statue.
Yeah.
That's got to pull up something, right?
Dude, that cemetery had all the like
Oh,
those were
look,
all fountains.
it's doing Pompeii. Y'all ever seen the guy that's beaten off in Pompeii?
No.
Yes, they found a guy that was totally going after it when Pompeii
Dude,
went
I mean
off.
if you knew you only had 5 minutes
I
to
would be
live.
going fast, dude. Bow. Oh yeah, well then this in China, you know those all those warriors. What's that one called? Where all
Yeah,
those
it's
warriors are petrified?
Oh, dude, that
yeah,
was wild, bro.
it protects the king and his tomb.
Yes,
There's like
yes.
100 soldiers, right? In like a trench.
Look at
There,
this. With
it's
the,
right
I've
there. I think I
always,
saw it.
yeah. They're. I think this is it, or it's no. It's
Yes. No?
Hold on, no. It's that might be this. Oh, this is a real human petrified by lava. Let's see if there's like you can tell that if there's any. Oh, you can see if. Oh my gosh, my son is going crazy right now.
You
Um,
guys ever seen remember the original Flintstone movie
of course.
when they redid it and then the dude got like covered in cement at the end?
This is
Is
John
it the
Goodman's in that one,
John
right?
Goodman? Yeah, with
Yeah.
yes, yeah,
Yeah, that's what that looks like to me. And like
Hmm.
just
yeah,
going back to the truth in the movies that we're talking about,
Yep.
you know.
No, that's like getting
absolutely.
tarred. It's like getting tar and feathered, but with concrete.
Yep.
Hey Logan, I got something for you to look up and put on the screen
Let's
if
go,
you're
my
interested.
guy. Send it to me.
All right. You want me to
Or
just send you a text?
or yeah, or tell me what it is. I'll
I'll give
type
you
it in.
oh, yeah, I'll give you spelling. It's a
Hmm.
park in Norway. The spelling is Vigeland. Vigeland Park. I stumbled upon this just this past week, and it's got some pretty interesting statues. You guys are
Oh
probably
yeah, look
interested
at
in checking
this.
out. Yeah, pretty
Does
weird.
that
Kind
have
of.
the Leif Erikson one?
Oh wait, is that those are bodies?
Yeah, it's almost like I think a little bit of ritualistic, maybe cannibalistic. It's worth checking out.
Yeah, look at this. Oh, and they're like, yeah, they're getting it over here. Looks
Why?
like it. What the hell? I've never seen this in my life.
Why
I
can't I?
know.
Y'all?
Are you sharing it right now?
No,
Yeah.
not yet.
Oh no, I wasn't. Sorry. I was just enjoying it without y'all. Here we go.
Yeah, I've never seen this before either. So I stumbled upon this, gosh, I think on TikTok, and then
Look at
found
this
it
thing.
online, and I'm like,
What in the
wow.
world?
What in the world
Dude.
is right? Like
And
what is look, these are kids. These are babies.
Oh yeah,
Oh
wait till
man.
you see some more. There's like
Okay,
babies
let's
getting
go back.
stomped on.
Why does that look
Well,
like an
oh,
obelisk though?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's totally an obelisk. But look at this shift. What is going on? What is going
A
on?
lot of kids, and well, there's one statue that's kind of like curb stomping babies.
So I think I've seen that one on some videos. Oh, well, here's just a naked baby just out in the open. That is weird, dude.
Looks like an
What
old
what
baby.
is this
That does
for?
look like an old baby, dude. It's not even like a
It
cute
did.
baby.
Old soul. What does this say it's for? Like why is this
I'm not
here?
sure.
For
This is the very beginning of the rabbit hole. This is the
for
entry point.
Satan? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
here it is. I have seen this one. Look at this
Yeah,
shit.
what's going on with this man? What the
Look
hell?
at this, dude.
Dude,
Isn't
that's
that
like,
sick?
isn't
This
that like that
The
looks like one of
babies
those stories about the Giants?
the babies look like they're attacking from the
Does.
rear.
Yeah.
Karate chopping baby up there in the top
Like
right.
that,
Yeah,
but
dude.
that's like
He's
how they that
coming
was
from
like
the
how they
top.
described that was how they described the Giants back in the day. The cannibals that would
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
Eden. Yeah.
just
Yeah,
You
eat
but
know
not
what's
straight up
funny? I just watched Big Friendly Giant with my
maniacs.
son a while ago, and I was thinking about that because all the giants are, of course, as we hear in, Hopi mythology, red-headed giants.
Yeah, I
In
know.
Mhm.
in
I know.
movies,
I know.
this isn't even that old. Look, it was installed. It says 1940.
Oh, yeah,
1940 to 49
1941.
by Gustav.
All those Giants giving us redheads bad names, you know?
Oh, it's called Frogner Park.
That's how I found it.
Park is historically part of Frogner Manor and is Oslo's largest park. Oh, it's in Oslo. That's okay. It includes the manor house, which is 14,000 plants of 150 species. Where's the human part? Let's get into that. What's going on with these humans?
Why is there a naked giant kicking babies around?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, we need some explanations here. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to find anything right off the bat. Oh, here. You know what?
Hold
Well,
on, what the fuck is the 1914 Jubilee Expedition?
That's
Oh,
what I was
that's
just
our
looking
World's
at,
Fair.
Rob. What is that?
where?
That's a
Now,
World's Fair.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I was guessing.
Oh,
Go,
yeah, that is. Where's it at?
Scroll
down,
down.
scroll
go
down
down, scroll down.
Third photo down on the
on
right.
the right.
Oh, shit. Okay.
No, no,
Nope,
No,
next one.
Sorry.
it's two more down.
right
Ooh,
Right
there.
there
there.
it is.
There, that was it.
Jubilee. Yeah.
I bet you that building's gone.
100%.
For sure. Well, it was temporary, bro, so they had to get rid of it.
No, a monkey knocked over a kerosene lamp, and the whole thing took
Yeah,
off
yeah.
in
It
Yeah.
That
flames.
was in
happens
it
a
was
lot in
Yeah.
history.
this is in
Yep.
this is
No, it
in
was
Norway.
his old age bridge game. Someone let the cigarette burn into something, you know?
Yeah, I've had that's actually one in Fort Worth. Two kids were playing with matches and they mentioned smoking cigarettes or something like that.
Hmm.
And then, 10 acres or whatever, 30 acres burned.
Yeah.
Just,
Yep.
no big deal. Don't look here.
I forget which fire it was, but one of them up here started with a couple of kids shooting fireworks off in a barn because
Tight.
that's what kids do. You know?
Yeah, and those are the things like that makes me think, this was all AI written and thrown out there.
For real, dude.
It was one question of, hey, create create all of the USA history, and it just
Well, think
and
about
then
the level of detail you get in the like from the fire, the fire detectives or whatever the fuck they are that investigate the cause of fires now.
Mhm.
Like how many of them are breaking it down to that level of
yeah,
detail where they
yeah,
can
right.
tell you like the kids' names that were in the room, like playing, cards before the
N-
fire started. You know
And
what I
not to
mean? Like,
mention, all these cities that burnt down were literally all made of stone.
mm-hmm.
All of them.
Well,
You know?
Yep.
That's the main part, Lance.
that's
Thank
when
you.
Yeah,
you get into the direct energy weapons, right? Like you
yeah,
look at
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maui, and they always put it right in our face. But Mountain Dew, right? Mountain Dew, DEW, direct energy weapon, had a
Mm-hmm.
Maui burst
Yeah, I saw that.
flavor, which is just a play on words, right? Because that's what they do, and they're probably all laughing at us. But
Mm-hmm.
let's just break it down, right? If electric vehicles in 2025, 2026 are now becoming an everyday occurrence, electric bikes, electric scooters. I mean, you go to any city today, they're everywhere. People are commuting to work even in the snow on e-bikes and scooters. Well, we had e-bikes and scooters and electric rollerblades in 1890, in
Mm-hmm.
1885, electric transportation buses, and then there was some level of mud flood or reset. So where do we stand today?
Yeah,
That's a
Coming up
good
on
absolutely.
point.
something.
Yep.
Yeah.
I honestly, I think a lot of the pudding stone that I film is a result of a DEW.
melted.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
the scientific explanation behind it does not vibe with me, dude. Like
no, I feel you, Rob.
rocks just like adhering to each other, like due to pressure over time, like all different types of rocks. Even says like that they like create their own mortar or adhesive. Like since
Yeah,
when, dude? Since
You can't
when?
make this shit up.
You know what I mean? Like it
Yep.
looks like a concrete wall that's been melted down. That's literally what it looks like, a stone wall, a bunch of stone walls or stone buildings that somebody hit with a giant laser beam, melted them down, and it looks like a giant pile of rocks now.
and
Okay,
it's
Like,
so I
all
got
purple. It's all purple. But then they say with more pressure, it turns into all quartz. What
yeah,
sense does that make?
none
right.
of
A
it
little
makes
more
any
pressure.
sense.
So this is interesting. The Chicago fire, right? 1871. The same day the Chicago fire happened, Peshtigo, Wisconsin, just north of Chicago,
Yep,
happened at the exact same time. A lot of people don't realize.
interesting.
And I made a video on this. It's been a while ago, but let's look at it.
The Chicago Water Tower. You gonna talk about that?
Oh yeah, well, I mean
That
that's the
was like the
only one
one
that made
that was,
it.
yeah,
Only
and it
one that made
also
it.
didn't work the entire fire.
Yeah.
It didn't
Right.
work. Didn't have any water for the fucking
Yeah. Oh
firefighters,
yeah, that's right. I forgot about that
and it
part.
still survived.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm going to show you a first-hand account for the Peshtigo fire. Father Peter Pernin is the gentleman's name. And what does this sound like? In 1871, what does this sound like? The iron tracks of the railroad had been twisted and curved into all sorts of shapes, whilst the wood which had supported them no longer existed. The
Huh.
trunks of mighty trees had been reduced to mere cinders, the blackened hearts alone remaining. All around these trunks I perceived a number of holes running downward deep in the earth. They were the sockets where the roots had been, evaporating trees. Okay, let's keep going. There's a couple of these.
I remember
Okay,
you read. Yeah, I remember you reading this now. This, yeah.
Sounds like
yeah,
explosions, like laser beams were involved.
that's. I
It
mean,
sounds
it
like
sounds like
infrared heat, like it's heating up from
yeah,
the bottom,
microwave.
dude.
Yeah,
Like,
micro.
you
Well,
know?
see, microwave will do that because it's
Yep.
heating up the ground, and
Hmm.
But strange to say, there were many corpses found bearing about them no traces of scars or burns, and yet in the pockets of their whatever, equally uninjured, watches, scents, and other articles in metal were discovered completely melted, but their bodies weren't. How was it also that many escaped with their lives here and there on the cleared land as well as in the woods? So the guys' bodies were looked like, everything was fine, but then in their pockets, the metal was burnt. So this is the biggest one. Okay, this is what I think of when I think of all these fires in the 1870s, 80s,
That see, that
whatever.
reminds me of like the blue paint theory. Like
Hmm.
Oh
it's like
yeah, totally.
it's all frequency oriented.
Exactly.
Yep.
So this, listen to this. They saw a large black object resembling a balloon airship, maybe,
Yep.
which object revolved
Chinese
in the
spy
air
plane.
with great rapidity. Yeah, dude. Let's get a freaking yeah, whatever. Advancing above the summits of the trees towards a house which it seemed to single out for destruction. Barely had it touched the ladder when the balloon burst with a loud report like that of a bombshell, and at the same moment rivulets of fire streamed out in all directions. With the rapidity of thought, the house thus chosen was enveloped in flames within and without, so that the person inside had no time to escape. So what does that sound like? That sounds like an airship torching these guys, doesn't it?
Yeah,
And one of them just got caught up in it.
Sounds like
And I
War of
mean,
the Worlds stuff.
it
this one,
does.
right? And this
Hmm.
this Peshtigo
It
fire,
sounds
it
like Hawaii.
it burned. It does. It burned a lot of area, a whole lot, and I think it's actually the biggest fire, still in recorded history. So people
That's
were,
crazy.
rushing into the water. But yeah, I just want that's what I think of when this petrification stuff. And if you find, you know, globs of it looks like cement, rock, whatever it is, I have there's one guy on TikTok that finds these rocks. I forgot what city he's in, but you can tell that they were either once bricks or they were once cement. But
Oh,
they're
correct.
like,
That's like what the pudding stone looks like, dude. It
there
looks
you
like
go.
you see the rocks falling out of them, and where you can pick up a rock and put it back in its place because you can see where it fell from on a lot of these rocks because it looks like it fell out of mortar, like
Yeah.
mortar mix. But to go back to what you were just talking about too, it goes right into what Sammy was talking about earlier about how the media brushes over a lot of the stuff, right? And sweeps it under the rug. When was the last time we heard about Hawaii?
Dude,
You
Gone.
know, like
Gone.
what happened to those kids? Did they ever find all those kids
Well,
that were
there's
missing?
always another
Oh,
attack. There's look at all the kids that went missing in
no
Texas,
doubt.
the
Yeah.
Texas floods.
Yep.
And Australia just had a terror attack. I think 12 dead.
And
Um,
yeah,
Really?
but
yeah,
don't worry, you
Recently?
had Oprah
Recently?
and The Rock raising
Yeah,
money for
dude.
it, dude.
Did you
yeah,
see that?
dude.
That gave
Dude.
me some eerie.
Right
That
after
was
they just
eerie.
bought
That
land out
was
there.
eerie, bro. That
Eerie. And you
was
see The
like,
Rock, you see some of these celebrities, or all these celebrities these days, looking awful Skeletor. Have you
yeah.
yes,
seen
you
them?
do.
I think somebody's
Is
coming to pay
he?
the
He
piper.
is. He is
Mhm.
now. Like I haven't seen him in a while.
They're probably
Yeah,
not
no.
getting their level of adrenochrome anymore.
That's
Exactly,
what it
bro.
is. That's what
I
it
Hmm.
feel
is.
like they have plenty of that shit.
Well, probably
Like
somewhere, but
Glenn
somebody's
said,
holding on to it.
I don't
yeah,
know,
either
man.
that
It's
or
not easy to produce that
like
shit.
Glenn said, they're paying the piper. There's
They're paying the
something.
piper. They think, well, they all sold their soul. They all drank that golden juice, and somebody's going to pay. And I
Yeah.
think that they're paying. And I mean, we can talk about the Clone Wars and stuff too, because that's not outside the realm of possibilities.
Fuck, dude. Look
Man,
at Tom Brady. Just cloned his dog.
did he?
Owns half the company. Yeah.
No way.
Publicly cloned it.
Yeah, I was going to say
Yes.
Owns
publicly. Yeah.
Dude,
owns half?
he
What?
owns he's a part owner of the company that he used to clone his dog. Yeah, that he already has the new version of his
Tom
dog.
Brady's new dog, Junie, is a clone of his late dog, Lua, created using I've heard of this advanced cloning technology from Colossal Biosciences. Okay. What
You
does
remember
that
that
mean?
movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger where they cloned him?
Which
And
one?
they started with a cloned dog. It was supposed to clone, then they cloned him. It's an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
It's
it's
always
not the
right in my
Running Man.
face.
Not the Running Man, no. What doesn't it? Because this is
Uh,
literally what it reminds me of that we're talking about right now.
okay, let's check it out.
It's not
The
Judgment
sixth, the
Day.
sixth day, the
The
sixth day.
Sixth Day.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I do remember that movie. Yeah.
dude, that one's
Mhm.
I
wild.
haven't watched this in a long time.
No, that was a good movie actually. I remember that one.
Get
Have
to
you
the
guys seen
chopper.
the videos of the Cabbage Patch Kids, the babies, how they're tossing them from bed to
Oh
bed
yeah,
like they're just chickens or product.
No,
yeah.
I have not seen that.
Oh man, it's enough to make you go whoa. Like because
This is what from like back in like the
oh,
1800s.
it's black and white. It looks more
Yeah.
like it's from maybe the 19th century, but it's difficult to gauge. And now with AI, I wanted to touch back on AI because AI, again, we all have iPhones, right? With the half-bitten Apple in our pocket, unless you're an Android
Yeah.
user, right?
Yeah.
So blasphemy right in our pocket. Siri is iris backwards. AI is eye. It's the all-seeing eye. Uh,
Gronk
it,
or whatever it is in Gronk something.
no, I'm
On
not familiar. What is it?
Twitter's AI Grok is
I don't
like
have Twitter.
go ahead. I don't either, but or I think I do, but go ahead, keep going. I'll look it
Oh,
up and see what it is.
all I was going to say is, there's very good reason to believe that AI has been around for centuries, and they keep doing these resets, right? Almost if you had a bad batch of chickens, because we're really all free range chickens, now this free range batch, us humans, maybe X amount of us are unvaxxed. We're educated. We're prepping. We've got firepower to some degree, which might pose some level of threat. And I'm bringing peace and love to everything in my
Peace and
world.
love.
I'm not saying I'm any sort of extremist, but I think that and maybe with TikTok or something, us free range chickens have gotten a little bit out of control. They're ready for the next reset. We're about
Mhm.
on time for it, right? 2030 is almost here. New World Order, one CBDCs, and one world currency. So if
Mhm.
AI really is what it is, it could have very well been something that's been invented in the 15th or the 12th century, right? Because all of our history has been rewritten and spoon fed to
Dude,
us.
it totally was. Yeah,
So
Oh,
keep
it's not
going.
100%.
crazy to believe that
No, it's
now
not.
they're like,
Yeah.
okay, guys, which part of the book are we in? Oh, we're in the last chapter. Give them AI, see what they do with that. And we're all already we're all stuck in the system with these phones, right? So
Yeah.
that's why this will be my last year with the phone, man.
Really?
I'm done.
That's gonna be hard, dude. I mean, like I commend you, man. I could never. And then like, for me, it's I'm a regular Joe during the day. Like, I have a job and stuff. So
Mm.
there's no, we're stuck in that too. If you're like me, I do this on my spare time and
Yeah.
nobody knows about it. Nobody knows about that I do this, unbelievably.
Wow. Well,
Still.
no one knows I live in my truck. I've been
Oh,
living in
dude,
this.
look at that thing. That's
That
awesome.
thing
Yeah, I
was
got a little
dope,
buddy
dude.
heater going.
Yes.
Dude, I've been in this thing for I'll check the day counter app, but I've only had the Freedom Camper for a month.
That's awesome.
I've been in this
Wow.
You've been
thing
on the road. You've been on the road the whole time since you got it.
253 days.
Love it.
253 days straight.
That's
Straight.
Great.
almost a year.
I think 3 nights. I've had a hotel. My job that I work put me up in a hotel for 2, and then I hung out with a friend and we got a hotel once. But
Yeah.
yeah, man, an F-150. It's tiny, it's crammed, but
What did your job say about like you can work from anywhere kind of deal?
no, I go to work 9 to 5 at a lumber yard,
You
and
do. Wow.
yeah, it's a corporate position, and I've been juggling it. A few of my
That's
coworkers
awesome.
Yeah, a few of my
Yeah.
coworkers know that I live in the truck because I'm very, I'd rather get fired for living in my truck and talking about flat Earth than keep my job and be fake, man. I don't do
Yeah.
fake. I
Yeah.
don't like it.
Agreed.
Amen.
Agreed,
Amen.
dude. That's why I got out of the
Amen.
corporate world myself. I
Yeah.
couldn't handle the amount of fakeness, dude. Like it's
Yep.
just yeah.
Yeah.
The only
It's
real
hard.
conversations I ever had with people, if you want to call them that, was at a bar after they had like they had 6 drinks or something
You are
afterward.
set, dude. I'm a salesman. You just said the most. I connect with that so much,
Yeah,
Rob.
I was in sales for
Like,
10 years, man, in the
yeah.
financial district around here. Yeah,
Yeah,
I did that for a
I
while.
love my job. I do. My grandfather was in it. My dad was, in it, and we had our own company for a long time until about a year ago, and now we got bought out. So I'm definitely in corporate world now,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
no hate at all. I love my job. I'm going to do it for a long time, but what you just said, going through these rabbit holes and learning what we're learning, it gets harder and harder
Dude,
to
you
not.
haven't had a real conversation with somebody at work probably in fucking several years, man.
It's hard. The good thing about it is that my other salesman counterpart he's starting to see,
Mm-hmm.
lines in the air that,
Yeah.
Lots of people are seeing now, though. They
yeah.
are
And
starting to wake up.
we watched the Trump shooting for the first time. We were in Nashville, the first shooting, and
Mm-hmm.
I was biting my tongue and I was like, that looks something's wrong with this, And then I finally said it and he was like, "You know what? This does look funny." And then I just grabbed on. I was like, "Well, what do you think's
Yeah,
going
what
on?"
do you think? Yeah,
Like just reeling it. Yeah, but
yep.
Yeah, it is. It does get more and more difficult. Taking the mask off and putting it back on,
Mhm.
at times. And it's not saying that I'm not genuinely myself every day. I am
Oh yeah.
but I just believe different things than what the discussions always are, it seems
Mhm.
like. And
Before we get too far off the Trump thing, I just want to say
please.
the last thing you do when getting shot at is you stand back in harm's way
Yeah,
and
yeah,
scream fight, fight, fight. It's the
Yeah.
last thing you do while getting shot at, for one. For two, special effects are a thing. That was like a catch-up packet or a
yeah,
makeup packet. And
yeah,
for
no doubt.
three, for the Trump supporters that may or may not be listening, MAGA that you wear on your hat, your shirt,
Yeah,
a lot of people got
Mhm.
it tattooed.
say it.
MAGA is the highest rank within the Church of Satan.
Yeah,
Google that shit.
it is.
And not
And
for nothing. Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
go ahead, Lance. No, please, please.
I just want to hit on what Sammy was saying. That shooting was scripted. Okay, a your ears bleed a lot. They used to pull blood from ears before. That's where doctors used to actually pull blood from, is
It's
from
the
your
most
ears.
cardiovascular part of your body.
Absolutely. And then he supposedly took a round to the ear and has no mark whatsoever, okay? But just like Sammy said, you're jumping up saying fight afterwards strategically as Secret Service is ushering in the cameraman as the flag is being lowered behind you to jump up for that, camera op.
And cut. We got
Let
it.
me,
Yep.
yeah,
It
Exactly.
sounds
let
very
me show
similar.
you.
Sounds
Yeah,
very similar to an assassination that we all just witnessed too.
That was not an
yeah, right,
assassination. That was another
right.
staged event with a projector.
It looks
Mm-hmm.
like it. Okay,
With a
this is how I knew Trump. This is how I knew it immediately. But this photo when it started, I mean, I already knew something was happening, but then this popped up soon after it happened was the bullet in the air. The bullet in the air. And do you know how fast the
How about the shutter speed with
shutter
the
rate? Yeah,
camera?
that's what I'm saying.
You would
The
have to.
shutter
You would.
speed.
Yeah, they're not.
You know how like hard that would be, even if you timed like they told you, the perfect time to do it. There's no way you would catch this. There's just no way. The shutter speed on cameras like, people don't even have those cameras hardly at all.
So had he already
You
been hit, or he's about to
Yes,
get hit?
already been hit. No, already been
Looks
hit.
like
It's
he's
Oh,
about
going
to
out.
take one in the neck right
It's
there,
going.
buddy.
It's come because it's coming from this way, I think, and I think it already went in. I
okay.
believe.
Because it looks like he's in
And
pain.
again, we have to remind the people listening that the guy who allegedly pulled this fake shot was on the roof with beneath him Secret Service agents, which are supposed to be the most primo soldiers on the earth. And there were people in the bleachers stating, "Hey, there's a guy up on the roof." And
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
local law enforcement said, "Hush, hush, hush. We got it. It's our job. Shush."
So, do you
Mm-hmm.
actually think like, okay, so if it's a fake event, because I heard a lot of people saying like this was filmed beforehand, and then it
Well,
like,
there was a guy in the bleachers that got shot and killed.
well, supposedly, but like, I'm just thinking about the audience. Like, where are they at? Where are those people? Like,
Mm.
why? I mean, I
Well,
guess
something that
they
was
suppress
weird,
the
but
videos, but
with that
Kind
whole
of.
thing is that the local, because I watched the breakdown of it, and you can see there, you can hear there's three distinctive shooters, right? And so the other guy crawling on the roof, and there's a video from behind that shows local law enforcement calling for Secret Service, saying there's a guy with a gun on this roof, and they're trying to get on the roof to stop it. So they're calling Secret Service, and this goes on for several minutes. They're the
11
ones that get up
minutes.
on top of the roof and start engaging him, and then the last shot you hear is the sniper. So listen, I've done those security details for
I
members of
bet.
Congress and stuff, and you
Mm-hmm.
have direct connection. Like comms is the one thing in those situations where you need to have comms with somebody if something's going on.
Of
And that
course.
but
Yeah. And
that whole
rooftops is probably the
thing,
top of your priority list, bro. Is like,
rooftop is the top
you
of
know.
priority list, but just like Sammy said, there was a sniper team. I don't know, like you could have been able to hit that dude with a rock, it seemed like, from where that sniper team was.
Okay,
And for them
real
to
quick.
say,
I'm sorry. Keep going. Keep going.
no, no, no. I just the whole thing with the local police, because I saw there was like 5 or 6 local police officers trying to get on the roof, and they're calling for Secret Service, and they kept saying, "Why aren't they responding to
Yep.
us?"
And then there was
Like
that random guy in the suit, remember? Like that nobody could identify that showed up that
In the
like
background?
was like
Oh, oh,
acting like
oh.
he owned the place. Like he was
Yeah,
like,
that's psyop controlled. That's just to distract you with more detail. Look at, I think,
you don't think that was CIA?
no. What I think is you don't even have to get this deep into it to understand how staged the event was. Okay, if the four of us were all hanging out around a campfire, and Logan, I'm going to use you for an example. You
Please.
pull a 12 gauge shotgun out, cock it, and point it at Lance, Rob, and I, and say, "You guys roast me a marshmallow." And we're like, no, dude, we're not roasting your marshmallow. Put the fucking gun down, dude. You're gonna hurt someone. And you demand with the gun in our face to do something, whether it's give me your wallet or take your pants off. You're gonna fucking do it. Okay. And what we're not gonna do is toy around because you know it's a gun. If you're getting shot at and it was a real event, Trump
Yeah.
would try to survive. The Secret Service, let's just say Trump is just so silly or so cocky or dumb that there it was a real shot. The Secret Service is paid to not allow him back in harm's way, which they all allowed him to stand up with his fucking gay
And
fist
say
bump
that.
and
Yeah.
say fight, fight, fight.
Yeah. And it was so slow. I mean, and the lady trying to put the gun in her deal. Okay,
Yeah,
look,
buddy. Yep.
this is the photographer, okay? Now I don't want to say if I don't know if I'm right, but he's photographed a lot of other events like this. So the photo that we just saw, okay? This guy, this is how you know it's fake. He has won a Pulitzer, whatever it's called, Pulitzer Prize or whatever. So photographer wins Pulitzer Prize for iconic photo of bullet speeding by Trump's head during assassination attempt. If that doesn't tell you that something, you know,
Super fake. I mean, how do you
yeah,
win an
super
award
fake.
for that? Like, what the
Yeah, right. Doug Mills. Okay, y'all
There was a
look
famous
into
shot.
Doug
There was a
Mills.
famous shot of JFK too when he got
Yes.
shot in the head
So this guy has
at
done
the hospital.
multiple. He's done multiple, and I wanted to say it was JFK something, but maybe not. But this guy has taken pictures of other iconic moments
Oh no,
like
so I'm
that.
just saying it was the same exact thing though. It's like what you were talking about with that timing. Like this guy
Yes.
happened to be at the hospital that JFK got brought to and like was in the hallway of like where they
Yeah.
brought the body down. You know what I
it's like
mean? And like
crisis actors, but
Got
yes,
lucky.
dude.
photographers.
He got
Yes.
lucky. Yeah, isn't
Yeah.
that weird? That
The
one
world
guy,
stage.
one guy keeps popping up. What's his name? With the kid. He looks like he's 20 something. He was in all sorts of different things. And it's obvious.
Oh, I
He's
know what you're
been
talking
like,
about. He was at Sandy
yeah.
Hook. He was
Yeah,
here.
Sandy
He was
Hook. Sandy
there.
Hook was the first
Mm-hmm.
one. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and it's a real thing. Those are real jobs that people can apply for and hold
Oh,
as a real
crisis
career.
actors? Yeah,
Is a
100%.
crisis actor.
Oh,
And a
you
lot
know
of these
this.
news corporations, they will say at the beginning or the end of a show, like Tucker Carlson, another big fraud, that this is for entertainment purposes only. It protects them from lawsuit.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of stuff. Truth is just bent. And
I
I
think
laugh because I'll listen to like an hourly update with Fox or MSNBC, and it's comical when you're wide awake to it because they're like, oh yeah, this attack took place and ISIS killed 2 American soldiers, and Trump was saying he's going to retaliate, and then they play the clip, and Trump's like, yeah, we're doing what we're gonna do, and we're doing it good, and we do it good, and it's the best, and we're gonna retaliate. And then it
Yeah.
cuts to the next scene. I'm like, oh my God, like they must be laughing at us because there's people that watch that stuff religiously.
Oh,
now
dude,
let me ask
still,
you. I gotta ask though.
still.
Like, do you lump Tucker into the same bullshit as Fox News?
Every fucking thing. Of course. Look, man, I'm not famous
Well, I
because
mean,
I talk
have you
about
listened
truth.
to the topics that he discusses versus
Well,
what
see,
Fox
that's an
discusses?
interesting
Though?
case, but
Tucker's 100% bought and paid
I
for.
think he's
Okay, I'm not. That's
leading.
not what I'm asking
Yeah,
though. That's
he
not what I'm
is.
saying.
What is your
Yeah.
question?
What I'm saying is, are you lumping them into the together? Do you think that they're one and the same entity?
Tucker Carlson?
And Fox News and MSM, yeah.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
working for
they're
They're
different
all reading
people.
they're on the same team.
they're
I
all
mean,
reading
but
from a
they're
script.
okay, but different
yeah.
scripts.
But see, look,
One of the scripts is written by Israel. One of them
yeah.
isn't.
Well,
Look,
possibly.
Right?
if
Right.
when a hero is needed, they'll give us a hero. And
But
Tucker
you
Carlson,
follow me though. The Israel topic is a big one, and we're
Yeah.
probably gonna get shut down real quick, Lance
For sure.
or Logan. I apologize, but we have to talk about it, bro.
Hey, I'm in the monetization process right now, guys. Let's not
I
say the
just
I
had a
word.
big argument with both my conservative uncles over the Thanksgiving holiday about this, where I mean, for lack of a better term, I tore him a new asshole, dude, when it came to a fucking better view of that country, if that's what you want to call it.
Yeah,
right?
we won't go too
And-
far into that.
Batman, your uncles or your family members, they might not be chosen ones to wake up to truth. And the reason they prey on our emotions, right? When there's breaking news, there's always a certain bell or a sound that Fox uses. It's red
Yeah.
colored. And then they use blue color when there's
Correct.
good news or they want us to feel good and stuff. We've all been programmed. And I've got a big family, bro. And I've got maybe 1 or 2 friends and maybe 1 or 2 siblings or family members that I talk to. And it's because a lot of people don't want to have these uncomfortable conversations that breed strong relationships. If you have the uncomfortable conversations and just get them out of the way, Batman Rob, Tell me what you know about Tucker Carlson. Change my mind. I'm open to being wrong.
Well, I'm
And,
not, dude. I'm not in
He's
any
not
way
backing him up.
promoting him
Yeah.
or sponsoring him. All I'm saying is that he is definitely talking about a lot of things that they don't talk about on
Hmm.
Fox
He
News and on
is.
CNN.
but he's still
And
mainstream, and that's that. Like
yeah,
they won't
yeah,
ever
but like
put.
his history with Fox is also very fucking. It's interesting when you look into it.
It,
He
it
was
is.
He'd
he
be
was their
popped.
number one. He was their number one guy before they fired him. They fired him because he was hurting their ESG rating, which goes back to what you were talking about, Sammy, about us getting on all that digital currency bullshit and the whole smart city like fucking goal that they have for us, the
Yeah.
2025 agenda or whatever you want to call it. But like he was hurting their ESG rating because his views were so different than the folks that own that
Yes.
fucking that network. So even though he was like by far by millions, like as far as like watchers or whatever you call them, viewers, like their number one guy, it was worth it to them in the end to fire him monetarily because their ESG rating increased because they got rid of that fucking alternative voice. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because
Yeah.
that's what they base it off, the
Yeah.
ESG bullshit. So
Mhm.
like that was one thing that stuck out to me. Also, like I tend to gravitate towards people that change their minds on
Yeah.
live TV and will tell you that I was wrong about this. That's why I now believe this because I saw this information. Because you don't see that very often anywhere, like
No,
in
you don't see it at
politics.
all. You don't see
No.
it at all. And they're giving us a little piece of the pie of what we need right now. I
Yeah.
feel like Tucker's that guy that they're like, okay, we're going to let him talk about 9/11 and this, and this, just to give us a little piece of the pie so we can eat on that pie while the rest of
Well,
it's
if
still
we're
real.
looking towards the left hand, they're punching us with the right.
Exactly.
So
That's
Yeah.
that's how I
you
see
don't
it.
just
Yeah.
you don't just land on internet or sorry national news as an anchorman by the luck of the draw, right?
No,
They
I
hand
mean the
select
guy's
these
talented
people.
though. You have to admit he's a
Yeah,
talented fucking
Well, he's
orator,
absolutely.
you
probably
know?
been put through
Absolutely.
speech schools and therapy and taught him how to respond. Just
You
like
know
Ben
it.
Shapiro. I
Yeah.
don't look at any of these people on these televisions, right, that are Google patented to hypnotize us, right? It's why
Yeah,
we jump when we see
Yeah.
a scary movie. I
of
don't
course.
fucking trust any of them.
No.
I don't trust
None.
any of it.
Zero. I
No.
agree. I'm right with you.
Not at
But
all. Yeah.
information is power, my friend. And the more that I can hear and the more that I can conglomerate into my own mind and make my own fucking decisions with,
Yeah.
the better off I am, dude. And that's why I like hearing alternative viewpoints,
Yes.
whether or not they're bought and paid for by
Yeah.
all the fucking, the conglomerations out there because they own everybody that you see. Like, I mean, Sammy, no offense, you just said you were monetized, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
you know
but
what I'm
of
Yeah.
saying?
course,
Like,
but
it's a,
I
like
might
we're
be
all
look,
kind
look,
of,
look. No, let me respond to that. I might be monetized, but I posted a video yesterday, sorry, last night about losing my flashlight. I have a little everyday carry flashlight. I carry a knife and a flashlight everywhere I go, right?
yeah.
And I sleep with them, right? Because I live in this fucking truck. I lose it, find it in a snowbank, and post a video on it.
Mhm.
Within 90 minutes, it's got like 2,000 views. But the
Nice.
videos I post, you know what they get every time I post? 1 to maybe 10 views because they're
Yeah.
totally shadow banned. The most recent one I posted, it said
Mhm.
Completely.
Oh yeah.
globally banned. That's what
Yeah.
YouTube's saying. So it might be
Mhm.
monetized when I post something that's not conspiracy related. But again, I'd rather get fired from my job, demonetized, or
No
banned
doubt.
from all these platforms
No, yeah.
than
I don't
But
get me
filter what
wrong.
I've got to
we
I
say.
was
still
just
got to
making a
make it.
point, dude. Like that like you
Yeah.
could make that argument about
Yeah.
anybody,
You
on
can.
media,
But I'm
really.
You
also
can.
not being sponsored on television or internet. Like these
Yeah.
guys,
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
they're
Agreed.
just they're getting broadcasted. They're getting pushed onto the people. And remember
Yeah.
the difference between spell casting and broadcasting, right? When you cast a spell on somebody, it's spell casting. When you cast a spell on a broad group, it's called broadcasting.
Broadcasting. Yeah. That
Interesting.
makes
I don't
sense.
know.
I mean, and Rob, to your point, he's still saying stuff that is in on our team. Tucker. He's
I don't
talking
even know
about.
what team that is, Logan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't
I
know
Yeah.
don't
what fucking
either.
team I'm on, dude.
Well,
Like,
he's not in our tribe. Let's just be honest with that.
Yeah, I know that.
But yeah, he's still saying things that are against the narrative. So you kind of got to give him,
Yeah,
something a
just
little
like
bit.
Candace, like we talked
Because
about Candace last time.
yes,
Same deal.
exactly.
You
There
know
you
what I
go.
mean?
Candace
Like,
Candace pisses me off. I'm not gonna lie.
Look,
I
and
know.
let's
she pisses.
Dude,
Yes, for sure.
that's how they got to their positions.
Yeah,
That's
Exactly.
literally
yeah.
how they
listen
got to the level that they're at.
Are you
and
Because
unless
racist, Lance?
because
Is
they
that
Candace
what it is?
cause
I'm
they
just
cause an
kidding.
emotional reaction in people.
and,
That's what they
until
do.
Candace Owens, Ben Shapiro, Tucker Carlson, all these guys were talking, Sean Ryan, Joe Rogan, get on a podcast and talk about Charlie Kirk being a Mason, an actor, and still
Yeah,
being alive. I don't
That's
fucking
a
trust any of them.
that's
How
a
about
good
let's put us
good
four
rabbit hole.
against them five. Let's do it. Let's
Yeah,
go.
let's
Go
go, dude.
team.
Let's
Bro,
go. Let's
I
go. The
I
tribe
hate that.
all
I hate
day.
that Ben Shapiro dude, but he's pretty
Yeah,
good at
Dude,
debating, dog. I will say
yeah,
that.
right.
You know,
Right, for sure.
Yeah,
Guys,
that's
this
like
has been fun.
cocaine or Ritalin.
Yeah, yeah, I
all the
think
above,
both.
dude. They just
Both.
call it Adderall. It's just meth. It's just
Yeah.
yeah.
another version of meth.
Same central
Methamphetamines,
nervous
baby.
system stimulant. I was,
Yeah.
Hmm.
yeah, yeah.
It
That's
only
all it is.
stings for a little bit. It only
Shapiro
stings for a
loves
little
that
bit.
shit.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't
for
doubt it, man.
sure.
Yeah, did you ever watch the video of him in like college trying to hit the speed bag?
No,
No,
Ben
no.
no.
Shapiro, bro, he
I'm
hits
gonna
his
look it up
speed
though.
bag and it hits him and knocks him on the ground.
I'm gonna look it up,
I
dude.
gotta look at
Bro,
that.
I
Yo, and
laughed so hard. I'm like, it
may I
explains
just
everything.
say, may I say, Sammy, like I'm not arguing with you at all, bro. Like this is, I'm just a passionate guy when I talk. Like this is me and my uncle were screaming at each other, and like afterwards, like we're like, I said to him, I was like, I'm sorry, Uncle Roy, this is how I talk. And he's like, no, don't apologize. That's how I am too. You know, like that's just how I talk, dude. Like even with my
And
best friends, you know.
no, you're good, man. You won't offend me. I promise,
All
bro.
Yeah,
right,
that was
bro.
great. That was
I
great.
think
That's what this is all about. That's what
yeah,
Mhm.
exactly what this is all about.
And
Yeah,
I
Right.
think all four of us are incredibly passionate. You
Mhm.
know,
we're
absolutely.
passionate and we're intense. We're
and we're
intense.
intense. We have a lot
I
of
want to hear
energy.
what you got to
And
say. I want to hear what
informed,
you got to
dog.
say. I want to hear what you got to
Informed.
say. Yeah, I mean, I want to hear what is in y'all's brain, you know? I mean, it's interesting, and I'm so grateful that I've met y'all three, and that's exactly why I started social media is because I felt a little alone, you know what I mean? So
Mhm.
this has been wonderful, wonderful for me and my health and just my mental state. It really has that I can release all of this and then, like I said, kind of put a mask on. I'm not talking any bad about what I do during the day, but it makes it easier to go through the week to get the
This shit
paycheck. And,
brings, it brings out your inner child, man. Like
yeah,
legit. Like I was climbing snowbanks
it
today
does.
as a 40
Dude,
plus year old
yes,
man. You know what I mean? To like,
yes.
videotaping stone statues and fucking towers in the middle of the city. Like I was having a blast doing it. Like
Yeah,
I
bro. We're
absolutely,
passionate about it.
you know
Yeah,
what I mean? It's just,
yeah,
but it's just, it like it changed my whole perspective on the world and like it
yeah,
like that, we talk about our new eyes all the time, like having our new eyes and like
yeah,
once those clicked into full gear, man, like every road I drive down is like a new adventure. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's
yeah.
nothing I enjoy more. Um, I mean, I don't think there's anything I enjoy more unless I'm with my family. But when Lance and I ride around in one of our trucks and we stop at every single cemetery or church,
Mobbing,
Mm-hmm.
mobbing, dog.
and
Yeah,
Lance is like, "Oh, I got something down this road I want to show you," and I'm in my zone with my cameras charged, and we're
Mm-hmm.
either live streaming or filming. I'm in my
yeah.
element, man.
Can't
There's
stop
Dude,
you,
for
right?
real.
Can't
Yeah.
stop you. Yeah, it's really fun. I mean, I've never loved to research at all throughout my whole
Nope.
life. I
Nope.
mean, I
Yeah.
wasn't gonna research anything,
Yeah. Right.
If I didn't care about it, I wasn't even gonna think about it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
So now that I'm going down this rabbit hole, I've learned more in the past 2, 3 years than I ever have. So
Easy, bro.
it's
Easy.
yeah,
Could have saved
easy.
myself. Could save my family some money in the college tuition.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
And
right. I
Logan, you
wish I would have.
find awesome stuff too, Logan. Your
Mhm.
articles and stuff.
Thanks,
How do you
bud.
find
Dude,
some of those
speaking
articles?
of, we got to talk about that Atlantis
Search. I
article.
go through a bunch of lame stuff to find the good stuff. You know what I
Dude,
mean?
you got to talk about that
Yeah.
Atlantis one, Logan.
What's that?
You got to talk about that Atlantis one that you were. I saw a
Oh
video
yeah,
recently that you were talking
yeah.
about, like talking about how Atlantis was only like 400 or 500 years ago or
So
something.
I'll say this is, and
That makes sense.
I don't. Yes, doesn't it? Right?
Uh-huh.
And
Uh-huh.
Yes.
that goes back to AI and how you're saying that this could have possibly been repurposed tech. That's what I think of. That civilization was there. But we'll talk about that on the next one.
Okay.
And
All
but if
right.
y'all want to look into it, and this guy, Jason Brashear is who got me on that. Archaics on YouTube is his name, and he's got some wild thoughts of the world and very detailed. He's got a photographic memory, but he goes into that way more than I ever could.
Yeah.
So go on Archaics on YouTube with an X at the end
Okay.
and look up his videos. He's got way too many videos,
Yeah.
but you're gonna like the guy. I've done meetups here in Houston, and that's actually what started me on to do this. I just
No shit.
mentioned to some other YouTubers there that, I've always wanted to do this. They were like, do it then. That's what I love about this community. They were like,
Hmm.
do it. Why are you doing it? Well, they're like, no, 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 wait, do it. Like, what are you
Yeah.
doing? And I went home and I told my wife, I was like, I'm gonna start a YouTube. And I didn't know
Hmm.
anything, but yeah, go to Archaics. Anybody that's listening to it, he's got some great information. He actually talks about reoccurring cataclysms, the Phoenix phenomenon. So it's a 130 something year phenomenon that some are smaller than others, but there's the bigger one coming in 2046, I think he says. But yeah, just another rabbit hole for you guys. Another
Yeah.
rabbit hole.
No,
All right, I'm gonna put
that's a
the
good one.
kiddo to bed, guys. This was great,
Yeah,
and
man.
we'll start doing lives.
I had a
Yeah.
blast.
Anything else you want to drop before we leave? Maybe hey, just your what y'all's tags and stuff if you could drop them. Sammy, you want to go?
Sure. Yeah, guys. I'm Sammy the Kid with Food Shelter Water on YouTube. You can find me if you Google Sammy the Kid or Food Shelter Water. I'm also building a community of preppers, veterans, and truth seekers. It's called Nomad Soldier Army. You can visit our website, nomadsoldierarmy.com. We've got merch available. We've got a shop that's live officially, and you can join my newsletter, Sammy the Kid with Food Shelter Water.
Nomad Soldier.
Nomad Soldier Army, man.
Okay, cool. Lance.
Yeah, buddy. I'm Lancelot, Lance from Upstate. Find me on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. But I've been filming with Sammy the Kid and with Batman. You can check us out on all our adventures there.
Yeah.
Lance from Upstate.
Yes.
Love you guys so very much, and thank you for this, Logan. I always enjoy talking with you
Of
all.
course, love you
Yeah,
guys.
man.
Yeah. Rob, drop it.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Rob. I'm Batman 25 with 4 N's on TikTok, not on the YouTube yet. I know I keep saying that.
Yeah, come
But
on,
yeah,
Rob.
looking forward to doing some more filming and exploring with Lance and hopefully Sammy too. If we get a Connecticut trip in there, dude.
Yeah, bro.
For real, that castle trip looked dope. But
Ooh, Castle.
yeah, it was a whole castle road trip map that he sent
It
me.
makes my nipples hard, dude.
Yes.
Let's
Let's
go.
go, man. I'm ready. I'm
That's
Yeah,
a
down.
it
winter
looks
camping
fucking
trip
dope,
right there,
man.
bro. The three of
Yeah.
us on a winter
Dude,
camping trip.
Can't
Yeah,
Let's
wait.
do it.
we all got our own mystery van,
Yeah.
That's right, Rob.
Yeah.
Don't you have a van or something?
Oh yeah, dude. I did
Bro,
a 3.5 month road trip before, like
Rob's done it.
I did
Oh
all this shit,
man.
man. Yeah. Oh yeah, I think
Yeah.
it
Well,
was decked out.
we
He's the
take a road
OG.
trip down to Texas, man. We can pick up Logan for the day.
Dude,
I just
Texas
told
is
Lance.
far. I will
I just
say.
told Lance. Yeah,
I
it
would go
is.
though.
I
I
just
need
told
an
Lance.
excuse.
Yeah, we have a beach house, dude, in Matagorda, Texas. It's the only one that's lasted the 50 hurricanes that's gone through there. It's nothing. It's not a resort, but that's y'all's spot, dude. If you want to get
Yo,
out of the van and
you had me at beach house, Logan. You had me at
yeah,
beach
Hey,
house, bud.
you had me at Texas, man. I
yeah,
missed.
let's go. Yeah,
Same,
I love
same.
it.
Yeah,
Hey,
it was a pleasure, guys.
y'all can stay on after and we can say our goodbyes. But thank y'all for watching. We have at the very end we got 10 people. I'm happy. I didn't, really realize that many people would show up. So hopefully it'll get more and more and we'll have your show on your crib. MTV Cribs, Sammy the Kid. We'll do more and more, and then now we can before, a week before we can tell people, and it'll start getting some traction and stuff. And thank y'all all for stopping on my YouTube and bringing your viewers over. I'm pretty sure we all have the same viewers, but some have more than others. So I appreciate y'all and thanks for
Same.
watching, guys. Thanks for watching the Luminary Lounge. We'll be back. We'll be back soon.
Thanks, guys.
All right, guys, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was
That was
dope.
Super
Y'all feel
awesome.
good?
Good show. Good show.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, try to go to sleep after doing one of those.
No shit, right? Hey,
Mm-hmm.
Lance, we gotta tell them. Did you talk to them about the anti-Masonic party, dude?
Oh,
Ooh,
No. So I
anti-Masonic
know.
party.
I'm pretty sure I mentioned it to Sammy.
We
Just like
want
with
to
the, you know,
revive it, dude. We want to
not about
revive it.
reviving it, but talking about the anti-Masonic
Let's go.
party.
I'm
Yeah.
so
Um,
there.
The
yeah,
first,
I'm
the
so
first,
there.
that was a
first third
big
party.
thing. Yeah, the
Yeah,
19th
I find them
century.
in my articles all the time. I have
First
a bunch
third party
saved
in the U.S.,
actually.
man. It showed up because the Freemasons were so corrupt and
Mm-hmm.
controlling all the banks and the
Mm-hmm.
finances and the politics.
Yep.
One of their
And
biggest wins, Rob, not to
what's
cut you
that?
off, bro, is
Yeah,
that the governor of Vermont was a member of the anti-Masonic party.
no shit. I
Ooh.
like that.
Yeah, back in the day, buddy.
Dude,
Yeah.
the story behind how it started though was like a guy got kidnapped. So there was like
Morgan. His
a
last name
free
is Morgan. Yeah.
Morgan or Douglas. Yeah, one of the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, Morgan. Yeah, William Morgan, I think. He got kidnapped, dude. Like he was a Freemason that was spilling all their secrets, that left the Brotherhood, was spilling all their secrets in like the newspapers and shit. Gets kidnapped, and I think he got killed, right? I think he
Yeah.
was murdered.
Yeah.
And that's when the people were like, yo, this shit's gotten out of control. Like these guys are a lot more fucking evil than we thought. And that's when the anti-Masonic party was born, basically in the 1820s
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
in the US.
Yeah. Have y'all heard of the Know Nothing movement? The Know Nothing Party?
No.
Mhm.
That's in the 1850s, and they were basically against the system, and they had their own party. They have a lot of articles that detail ancient America, antiquities of America. their newspaper article is called Raftman's Journal, and
Mhm.
I'll send it to y'all if I think about it after this. And they got some pretty good
Yeah,
newspaper
man.
reads about antiquities of America, but they were against all of it, and
Yeah.
actually rose pretty high. I forget the entire story, but yeah, love y'all guys.
Yeah,
Appreciate
man.
it.
It
We'll
was a
keep in
pleasure.
touch. We'll keep in touch. Thank y'all.
No,
Later,
thank you
guys.
so very much, Logan.
Yeah,
Love
so I'll see
y'all.
you
We'll
soon,
talk
That was
to you
buddy.
fun.
soon.
Love,
Yeah,
Hey,
hey,
yeah.
y'all
I'll see
be
guys.
you this
safe.
week. All right,
Love you.
later,
Be
y'all.
safe.
Later,
Two.
bud.
Peace.